Right, so welcome here, Middleton Grange School, the hosting venue of the 3x3.EXE Southern Conference here. Christchurch, New Zealand. It's been fantastic weather today, looking like it's going to be a super exciting night of games tonight. 9 in total we've got on tap for you tonight. I'm your host, James Lisserman from Canterbury Basketball, working for BBNZ to help commentate and guide you through all of the games that we have on tonight. 6 teams in action here. We've got 5 of them returning from previous years and 1 new one in crossover coach, which you'll hear from their captain very shortly. So a couple of teams that you can see warming up behind. You see Maroon there with the dark shorts, and then they'll be playing crossover coach.exe in the first round of games. So looking forward to catching up with you later on and throughout the night. Here we'll speak to their captains and see what they both have to say. Aidan Tonge, captain of the UC Maroon 3x3.exe team. So first night of the competition here. You did come down to Christchurch last year for university. What are you expecting from your team this time around?
I felt like last time we came out a little bit slow in the starting rounds, so coming out with a bit more intent and a bit more passion and getting the scores up in the first couple of rounds will be important for us. Yeah,
and obviously last year we were sort of playing the competition, hoping there was going to be a final. It got delayed, and then eventually it was scrapped. This year, though, obviously the world's opened up, or it has been at this point in time. So, you know, that's a pretty big thing. How focused is your team on trying to get the trip at the end?
Yeah, it's definitely something that's been on my mind since I found out. It'd be a great experience of a lifetime, and so looking forward to starting early, hopefully catching some of these teams lacking in the first couple of rounds and get some early points.
No, excellent. Well, all the best for tonight. We're hoping for some exciting games, and then obviously the following 7 rounds as well. So
yeah, perfect. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Aidan.
Cheers.
All right, so here with Paddy Tyler, Harrison Hunt. So normally you're a coach of the sort of crossover coach team, somewhat involved with Lincoln University. This time though you've decided to lace up. I know you have done some 3x3 games with some of these players before. What's your sort of experience with this been?
I've played a lot of 3x3 in my time, but I was a bit lighter then. Yep. So I'm looking forward to moving on with the boys and actually having a bit of fun. One of the big things for us at our program at Lincoln is culture, and why not try and lead from the side and see how we get on with that.
Yeah, no, definitely. So how many games do you think you have played of 3x3 with at least one of the other players that you'll have tonight?
Oh, well, Jaden, actually, I've played a lot with him, Jaden Chan. He's really, really sharp. He actually competed in the last EXE comp, and he competed in that before too. So I'm really looking forward to playing with the boys. It's going to be a lot of run and gun, a lot of shooting, particularly a lot from the 2-point line. Should be exciting. Looking forward to it.
No, definitely. Well, we are as well. This is the 4th year that we've done this, and there have been a whole lot of super close games, exciting finishes. So looking forward to seeing how you do on the court rather than from the sidelines. So here we have a graphic of the team. All right, so here we go. It's almost time for tip-off for the first games here. James Lisserman, I've brought you into the games, but joining me for the night, we've got Joshua Thompson. How are you doing tonight, Josh?
Yeah, not too bad. Looking forward to tonight's action.
Yeah, so the 2 teams matched up here. The first one will go through UC Maroon. So could you just tell me the 4 players that are here in white for us tonight?
So we have Nash Briggs, number 10, 14, Junior DeYoung, 6, Chris Tupaya, and number 13, Aidan Tonge.
And then taking them on, crossover coach, we've got Paddy Tyler, Harrison Hunt, Jaden Chan, who's on defence up the top there, Bradley McGregor, and then the first sub,
Connor
O'Toole. That's right. I have not actually seen him play 3x3 before, but
no, he's making his debut.
Right. So, and referees for tonight's game, we have Hamish Dale here up the top, just explaining to the teams what lines we'll be using, and then we have Oscar Hooper down on the baseline for the first game. So, pretty experienced crew of referees. These guys both were here last year, and Hamish has actually done multiple years in this competition.
I think they're just discussing what
the the outline. The blue one's a little too close, but there's not a further away line.
Yeah. It looks like the billboards are out.
Yes, the billboards. So if you crash into them, it means you're automatically out.
You're out.
Anyway, here we go. First check. Nash Biggs up here. Hand off to Chris Tupaya. And then Tonge drives down, open for 2, just off the back of the rim. We can't tell if it's missing left or right now, unless they shoot from in front of us.
Yeah. Last year, we were standing behind, so it's a little bit different sitting to the right of the court.
Yeah, it's a bit like the NBA 2K. I like the 2K TV camera, the 2K camera, sorry. And we're now on the court side one, so a bit more of a traditional one. Is Tonge to the basket, and he drops that one, puts it in. Paddy Tyler, Harrison Hunt, a little bit older than most of the players, and his fitness is going to be something which teams may start looking to attack.
Yeah. Me and Tyler, obviously, we worked together at Lincoln Uni. He decided that he'd lace him up this year. I wasn't too keen, so...
Yes. No, it's well. I mean, you've seen a bunch of these
Yeah.
games, so you know what sort of level of intensity there is. As Tonge can't make that layup to
Yeah.
go.
Aiden is a veteran of 3x3 over the last couple of years
is.
down in Christchurch, and with UC being in their UC men's
Premier team,
Premier
and also
team,
in the
yeah.
Canterbury Rams as well.
Yeah.
We said the thing that Harrison Hunt can do is shoot the two ball, and he made that one. And O'Toole, a nice drive. He's originally from Nelson down here studying at Lincoln University.
Yeah.
But Tonge to the bucket does make this layup this time.
So Brad is also a Lincoln University student. He's from Auckland, so he's a bit of a veteran, playing with being trained by Carl Noy out there in the Swiss factory.
Right,
And
so-
you would have saw Carl last night, I think.
Yes, yep, the Northern Conference. Right there, Junior DeYoung. You know him pretty well as well. Dead-eye shooter from outside the arc. He
Yeah.
nails that one and launches another one straight away. Same result, and that puts UC Maroon up 6-3 now.
He is one guy you do not want to get going. Obviously a product of Te Aroha College, studying down here at University of Canterbury, and there he is going for 3 in a row.
Yes, it's same. Well, not quite the same spot, but the same result as the first two there for him. So 8-3 the lead now for UC Maroon. Nice spin move there by O'Toole. He drops that one, but that leaves Tonge open. Decides to shoot it, and we saw this last year. He sort of was a bit hot and cold. Sometimes he'd take them and then decide not to shoot them when he probably should have.
Yeah.
That one there, just making sure is the defense coming out to me or not. And that's our first foul. Probably a foul given up by Tonge there, really, to get a sub.
We talk about those sub ones. If you're getting tired, just to maybe cause a little bit of strife and give away a little cheap one.
Yeah, so you've got to be aware of what your team counters on as well. But obviously, neither team had fouled. A couple of minutes in, it's really not a massive thing.
No.
And nice defense there by O'Toole. Steals it, finds Chan open for two, can't hit it. And you can see O'Toole's energy there, just really battling for that. DeYoung had to do a good job to hold him off, maintain possession for his UC Maroon team.
Connor has been playing well in the 5-on-5 of late, so it's no surprising seeing him adapt quite well to the 3x3 game.
And there's our first probably real foul there. Nash Biggs, the guilty party there. Jaden Chan will go to the line to shoot one.
Yeah, so Jaden Chan's a veteran of the EXE 3x3.
He is.
Yeah, going to Japan a couple years ago.
In the 1 year, I think the 1 year where we've
year,
actually had international travel.
Yeah.
This is our 4th year now, I think. Is nice tip in there from Tupaia. Chan from the corner hits that one. 12-7 the score. But crossovercoach.exe really needs to make some headway, get some stops, and make some twos to eat into this lead, which is now at 6.
Yeah, Aiden really showing his strength of pounding it inside with his size and strength. And there's Tupaia. They can't leave him open. Yeah.
Unfortunately, DeYoung's a very good shooter as well. O'Toole, I haven't seen him shoot a lot of twos. So it's nice to see him being comfortable as Chan hits that one. And the veteran leader here of this team, well, the veteran in terms of games played, not the veteran in terms of age.
No, he's relatively still young.
But now he's trying to hold off Tonge.
Yeah.
The two drops anyway, so it didn't matter. 15-9 the score now. Great cut from O'Toole. Makes the basket.
No, I think there was Murray McGregor there. They still look similar.
Well, last year, I was getting mixed up with Murray McGregor and someone
Lancaster.
else. Lancaster, that's right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's nice for me this time that Lancaster's not here.
No.
It means it's one less thing for me to keep track of.
Funny enough, Connor does have a twin brother.
I know that. I know. Yes. Is he on the roster, though, just not here tonight?
Is. Yeah, he is on the roster. He's coming back from injury. He's still about 2-3 weeks away from actually being cleared for playing proper basketball. So, they have a deep squad, the crossover coach. Yeah. So.
Well, you can look forward to that when he's here playing with his twin brother. I pretty much guarantee I'll muck that up at least a couple of times in the game.
So if you have Bradley,
Connor, and Ethan.
Yeah,
we should get Mitchell just down as a, just for
a laugh.
One and just see if I can muck how many mistakes I can make in one game. Anyway, here we go. Crossover.exe down 15-10. Harrison Hunt. You saw the hand up there from Tonge. Yeah. He takes a step back, can't quite make it, and Tupaia with the rebound.
Tyler has never been shy of a shot that he doesn't like, whether the hand is up or down.
And it was good aggressive defense there from Tupaia. Just able to get in front of O'Toole, cut off that line to the bucket. 16-10 the score. Harrison Hunt really needs to be the person sort of moving into space when someone else is driving to try and get that catch and shot.
Yeah, I think Tyler's never been the one to create.
Yep.
So I think Jaden should be the creator and to get good looks for Brad, Connor, and Tyler.
Yes, yeah.
So.
And having said that, Chan gets the ball and he's like, well, I'm open. I'm just going to launch this one just off the front of the rim. Tonge over to Biggs. He takes the 2, back rim there. Harrison Hunt with the rebound, quickly out to Chan.
Yeah, Nash is normally a mid-range jumper, not so much a 2-point shooter.
And that ball came out towards us.
Yep, it did. Lucky it wasn't a little bit higher.
Yes,
otherwise,
I felt we were a little bit further back than normal as well, so we actually would probably have enough time to react to that as well. Anyway, so UC Maroon here up 6 points. Over 5 minutes left. Nice dump down pass there to Tapia. He finishes that pretty easily. And that's going to be our first warning there for defence inside the circle. You see Hamish Dale up the top say next time that will be a technical foul, which I need to brush up on my rules. Does that count as 2 personal fouls?
Yeah, it does. If you get a tech, I'm assuming it is 2, but we'll have to double check on the list. But neither team's in foul trouble, so I think they should be.
Yeah, I think we're probably going to get to 21.
Yeah.
Probably UC Maroons before the clock runs out. Nice tip and steal there. DeYoung open for 2, and I'm honestly surprised it didn't hit anything, given the fact that he hit his first 3 in a row.
Yeah, I think we'll cross over. They're just giving up a little bit too many shots, and we just got the rules given to us.
Well, we can have a look at that between games as well. So here's Chan up the top. His team down 18-10. They pretty much need a miracle, but miracles can happen.
Yeah.
And that's what you need the first one, but you probably need a bunch of 2s to go up. DeYoung.
Yeah. And they need a bunch of stops to go with it too. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Unfortunately, when you've got Tonge going up to the rim against Chan, probably not much you can do there. As Chan does hit the 2 though, but UC Maroon only 2 points away from finishing off this game. Tapia, hand in his face, just misses that. DeYoung, the rebound. Good defense there from Chan. How many?
Yeah.
Doesn't get many blocks and possibly may have. Well, there's definitely some contact there as he launched the 2.
I think you're going to get away with that in 3x3.
It tends to be when you go into the rim, if there's up for a layup or a dunk, those are pretty easy fouls to call. One's out on the perimeter, boxing out, or if someone's driving. Yeah, like a lot more contacts allowed.
Yeah.
And there we go. I mean, that's basically exactly what happened to Chan.
Yeah.
Bit of contact as you just finished your shooting motion.
Yeah.
And Tonge, nice hands there to knock that out from Chan. They will maintain possession, though. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah.
We do have a technical glitch and worked out it was an HDMI cable. Unfortunately, we didn't have our spare backup one here tonight. As Chan, knowing there wasn't much time, I need to shoot this one quick.
I just think UC Maroon size just overwhelmed crossover coach.
Yeah, I think so too. And the fact that they can all of them have hit a 2, I think, except maybe Biggs this game.
And then, Junior coming out and starting off hot really set the tone, and there we go, finishing it off there. Yeah,
so first game there, UC Maroon wins that one relatively comfortably, 21-13. I do have a pen there, so we'll keep a track of those scores. So next game coming up for us will be in a couple of minutes here. It is going to be the Round.1, and they're playing in white with red shorts, and UC Gold.exe, which would you call that gold?
This is like a lime.
Lime? Yeah, well, crossover lime. Coach is kind of lime as well, so we'll say this is radioactive, yellowy green.
They kind of look like they've been put in the wash with a bad yellow, and it just mixed with the white, and it came out like that.
Anyway, we'll run through the team list in just a moment. We'll run through the Rams.exe one first. They have a couple of players who have been, I think, 2 last year and 2 new ones. Could you just run through those?
We have number 5, Simon Lafaele Jr., number 3, Noah Price, 13, Peter Maxwell Torpia, and number 9, Caleb Chamberlain.
So Simon and Noah both played in this team. Well, I think Yeah, they played in the Rams.EXE last year, but it was blue, and I think my favourite uniforms.
Oh, no, they were in the IOH.
They were in IOH, so they've still got
yeah.
the red uniforms,
They still
but
got
now
the red.
they're called. Yeah. So they're pretty good players who know how this works. And then for the UC Gold team, only 3 players because, unfortunately, the world we live in, one with COVID and 2 with the flu, which I guess tomorrow they may say actually it was COVID, but out 6, so they only have 3 players tonight.
So you have number 11, Jeremy Irvine, number 6, Luca Williams, and number 13 is Max Abbott.
Yeah, so Luca Williams went to Kashmir High School, Noah Price went to Rangiora High School.
Yep. They look the same.
They do look the same. I mean, it's a bit easier now because Noah's relatively clean-shaven compared to
Luca's
compared
beard.
to Luca.
Yeah.
But yes, I have had multiple people ask me, are they brothers or are they twins? Hopefully, I mean, when we do our next captain's interview before...
we might have to get both of those.
Yeah, I know. Just say, we're going to make you the honorary captains tonight just so we can... See if we can get some magic there.
So this Lincoln Rams team, they've obviously got a bit of experience with Simon and Noah. UC Gold with Jeremy.
And Luca played a bit as well, I think, last year. But Jeremy's probably he's the one that's been here, but with no sub, they're going to have to use their time out pretty carefully.
It's tough going, I tell you. I've had experience with no subs as a coach at 3x3. So we're just clarifying that technical foul. Yeah,
so it is just one free throw, no change of position, which is basically the same as 5-on-5.
5-on-5, yeah. So, we have 3 guys that played last week at the Uni Games.
Yep.
Simon and Noah, obviously, with Lincoln, who finished second, lost in the final, and Jeremy was with the UC team, and they finished third.
Yeah, good showing from the Canterbury teams. Unfortunate for Lincoln that University of Waikato just was on fire for like a lot of that game, and then it was just too late to come back.
They played great. Obviously, I was with the Lincoln team, and Waikato just got on a run early at night that day, and then just carried it on to the final. But here we are today. Yep. New tournament, new games.
Anyway, Max Abbott launches a 2, and that didn't hit anything, so Noah Price not quite ready for that.
No.
Referees for this game, down the bottom we have Hamish Dale, so they're just rotating through. And then Harry Apes, who's a Canterbury referee, been up in Auckland for a couple of years and just come down in the... Well, he was joking, I think, said he arrived yesterday and then hopped straight on to referee some games, but he definitely wasn't here last weekend, so at most 6 days is how long he's been here in Canterbury.
Yeah.
And there's Noah Price in there. As we said, shooting fouls when you're at the rim are probably the easiest ones to call. And Williams, I think, was like, well, I'm going to foul here because he's going to get an easy shot. Unfortunately, the shot dropped anyway.
Fouled by his twin brother.
Yes, And Price doesn't make that one. He's a pretty good shooter. Like, his form looks nice.
Yeah.
So it is surprising when it doesn't quite drop.
Shooting well of late.
You just saw the signal there for a reset shot clock.
So this is a bit of a rivalry too. We have the University of Canterbury versus Lincoln University here. So
this is, I think Maroon's probably their
strongest one.
Yeah, I guess if you want to call it their first team, and this is their second one. But obviously wanting to develop players, and I think they're hoping that they're going to get both of them up to the same level. And crossover's sort of the twin team with the Rams.EXE one.
Yeah, so we do have obviously guys away with NBL duty, so we've kind of mixed it together. So. Which is kind of good.
Yeah, you want to make sure that, obviously with COVID availability, you want to try and make sure that you've got enough that you can have 4 here every week, because if you've only got 3, it
makes it a lot tougher. It does,
although the Swish.EXE team, when they went over to Japan, could only take 3 people and finish third, I think. Yeah, so won some prize money, only had to split it 3 ways.
Yeah, that's the main thing. And there's Irvine getting a nice wee drive to the hoop.
And he's probably my second favourite co-commentator. He did a couple of games last year between his ones. And here we are, Caleb Chamberlain, studying at Lincoln University, but from Shirley Boys High School.
Yeah. So
excellent length here and can shoot, handle a little bit. Almost, him and Noah almost have exactly the same body type.
Super athletic.
Yeah, I'd like to, who's actually got the bigger vertical and speed and all of those sorts of things.
I think... I'm going to go with Noah Price in that one. Coaching both, I think Noah's got he holds the record for the fastest 10-meter sprint at Lincoln Uni. So Yeah.
Well, Josiah Williams had that for a long time, but I guess not anymore.
No.
Here's Noah in, taking the contact from Irvine.
Bit of a contrast of difference here. Rams trying to pound it inside, and UC looking at shooting. Twos.
It's working for UC at the moment. They're up 2 points to 4.
Yeah.
But in terms of timeouts, they're probably going to have to be thinking about, okay, when do we want to take our, I mean, it's only one per team, and I don't think we have any TV timeouts in this, so they're probably hoping that Round.1 will take theirs, and then they can say, okay, halfway through whatever time's left, then we'll work out the next one. A reasonable number of people have come in here tonight for the first one, I think. The weather's been nice. This is probably the best venue in Canterbury to play because the seating's so close to the court.
Yeah, and it's been quite warm today, 19 degrees here in Christchurch. I was here earlier for watching under-16 basketball, so, you know.
And there we see the length and athleticism from Chamberlain there, blocks Irvine, and that sets off a shot clock violation.
Yeah, this game's a little bit slower than the last one. I think both teams are just feeling each other out.
There's Maxwell Torpia, nice drive, kick back to Lafayette, and he's pretty strong. Ooh. Bumps off Biggs, gets up and knocks that one right on his head.
And there's our first of many dunks, hopefully, tonight.
I mean, I was like, I wanted him to go in there faster and throw it down. We will have a replay of that in a couple of minutes when there's a gap in the game, but I was like, I don't think he'd be able to get up there as Peter Maxwell Torpia tries to hit that one. Not quite, though.
Yeah.
Irvine.
Product of Rosmini College. And
a slightly different thing there from 5-on-5 to 3-on-3. The 3-second call, you don't have to receive the ball in 3x3 because if you get the ball in the paint, it is such an advantage here with, limited options for help. Here's Price for 2 off the side. Lafayette gets the rebound. Nice pass over the shoulder. And this time Maxwell Torpia drills that one. 8-4 the score now.
Yeah, Pitter's been practicing with our Lincoln team leading up to the tournament, and he was shooting the lights out.
That defense there, he just was smothering on air, but forced a very tough shot. And we do have a timeout. I didn't see which team took it, but I'm imagining it was probably UC Gold.
Yeah, that with the 3 players, it's tough. 3.5 minutes into the game, it's going to be tough treading when you're going to play 6. If you go all the way, 6 games?
If you go all the way, 5 games.
5 games.
So you'll play, 4 games.
4 games.
Yeah, you'll play 2 pool games. So the way this competition works is we've got 6 teams here, 2 pools of 3. So Pool A, I've called them, UC Maroon, Crossover, who we saw before, and Gators.exe is the 3rd team. Pool B is Rams.exe in the white, UC Gold in the gold-ish, and then playing Whananui.exe is their 3rd team. Top 2 will go into a semi-final and the winner final. So we should be all done around about 9:15 tonight. And that one just goes in and out for Peter Maxwell Torpia. Irvine here up the top, takes the screen from Biggs, finds him at the mid-range spot. He spins inside, nice fake. And
he tried to do the dunk as well. Yeah,
he just about did. Irvine comes up with a steal, gets it over to Williams.
There's Abbott, travel.
So I might have called him Biggs before. I think
you
I
did. Abbott.
Biggs is in the other UC team.
It's hard when they both got teams in the 2 teams and you're thinking it's one or the other. And there he is. Pitter with the
long two,
10-5
the score. Williams versus Lafayette. And Lafayette perfectly picked the spot he was trying to get to. It didn't matter anyway. Maxwell Torpia, he's feeling pretty good. Can't hit that one. Lafayette fake up. Ball just got squirted out of his hands. Irvine managed to do that.
We're looking at similar styles from the first game. One team shooting 2s and the other one's trying to get 1s.
So what's your preference? Like, say, obviously it changes when you're on 20 points and the other team's on 10. Then you're like, well, we just need to win now.
Yeah.
But at the start of the game, what do you try to emphasise as a coach?
Just to keep the score ticking, whether it's 2 or 1s early. Preferably you want 2s because obviously you're doubling the score. But if you can't get 2s, we're looking at getting quick 1s, early 1s. Yeah. So with the switching nature, 1s are a premium. There's Caleb with a pull up. We don't want those.
Yeah.
What he just shot there. Obviously, it's a long.
And Maxwell Torpia, excellent. Like, he's really reading what UC Gold's trying to do, getting out there and challenging whenever they're taking a shot from two. Missed the box out there as Irvine. Nice effort to get inside. Here's Abbott trying to use his, mass advantage over Chamberlain. Chamberlain's got the length, get up. Called for the foul, though, and Abbott will go to the line to shoot one. Team foul's not really an issue. That's only the first one, I think, for Rams.exe. UC Gold on 3, though. Abbott does drill that one. So 11-9 the score. It is anyone's game here. Chamberlain for 2. Back from there.
Rams are just getting easier shots, I think, than UC.
Well, last year I think it was the IOH team.
Yeah.
They sort of had some games that looked like they were in the bag and then just kind of went cold for a long time.
Yeah. Hopefully they won't do that this year, obviously, because I'm still kind of coaching, but sitting with you is
well, I mean, the good thing with 3x3 is you're not allowed to coach on the stands or on the court at all. You just have to, all the preparation and hope that they make the right decisions. And nice crashing the boards there. Price, the recipient, and the ball finds its way to Harry Apes. He was standing out of bounds, so it does count as being out.
So there's a lot on the line at the end of the 8 weeks. I think a trip to Japan for the top 2 teams.
It is, yeah.
In each conference.
That's right. And last time we had the trips, which was the first year we had this in, what are we now, 2022. So I think 2019 was the first and only year we've had the trip. We actually ended up getting a wild card. So 3 teams here was Rams.exe, or it might have been called Lincoln University.exe, but it was definitely the precursor to the Rams team.
I think they've got the
UC
score
team
wrong here too. Yeah, it should be 14-9, not 12-11. It should be 14.
See.
It should be 14.
Yeah, they're just
14-11 now. Yeah, they've put 2 on.
We'll try and get their attention for that. I might. So right now.
And I'm not being biased either.
So it should be 15-11.
Should be 15-11.
15-11 now.
Yeah, should be 15-11. Yeah. So we're just carrying on, and Noah Price with the air ball and not hitting anything. They're just double checking the score and fixing it. And Rams XE taking a timeout there, and James is back just to double check the score.
We'll find out soon. I decided I'll just say I think there's a score thing. They're discussing it now, and it looks like it is being changed.
Yeah.
Well,
so
it's up to 15 now, and then they'll have to take the 2 off their gold. Got a good crew of people on score bench.
Yeah.
My niece Jacinta Asoso has done it for 3 years, I think, and then Gators. Ever since we've been hosted here, they've been able to provide some score bench and people who help set up.
Yeah, we're in a great venue here for 3x3.
Yep.
Middleton Grange School. It's a great court, great venue. You can get fans just sitting and watching, and
Yeah, the kind of thing which feels weird is when everyone's here at the start when they're all playing. Obviously, by the end of the night, there's only 2 teams left playing.
Yeah.
And by that stage, people, if you're knocked out, don't always tend to stick around and wait.
No, not on a Sunday anyway. Sunday night, everyone's ready to go to work.
Anyway, Chamberlain knocks that one away. 15-14's the score up on the scoreboard now. And, yes, there was some contact there. I heard that one.
So you like to see that. Abbott going strong to the rim, challenging Simon Lafaeli. Obviously, both athletes.
Yeah, and they're both pretty good at sort of bumping people off and then getting up straight after.
Yeah.
So 15-15 is the score here, which, I mean, they've had a chance to change it, so we're going to take that this is accurate now.
15 is 15.
And that shot just off to the side for Irvine. 3:02 left in the game.
I've been impressed with Maxwell Torpia's energy that he's brought to the game. Defensively, disrupting everyone.
And Lafaeli just left open dead to shoot that one, and he says, well, sure, I'll do it.
One.
Abbott trying to answer, can't get it. And this is probably most interchangeable lineup for the Rams.exe team.
Yeah.
3 guys all about the same level of athleticism and height and wingspan. Chamberlain, nice hands there. Does force the steal. No, not quite. Luca Williams, the double step back. The shot clock must have reset. Irvine launches the 2 in and out. 2:29 to go here. 17-15 the score. Noah Price, nice handles here against his twin. And he goes up with a nice running hook shot. 18-15 the score now.
Using that 6'8" wingspan that he has to go with a 6'7". Probably a little bit longer. Yeah. I think they're just fouling.
Yeah, I was going to say that'll be just to get our sub in, but this is the one team with which is undermanned today. Yeah. I think it is. Yeah, you saw there Irvine just switched up who he was guarding.
Yeah, he just
probably I think more. I don't want to be guarding Lafayette if he goes into the post.
No, and those are things that you want to look at and.
Yeah, it's all those little decisions that over the course of a game or the course of a season can really add up and give you some wins, which would have been otherwise pretty hard to make.
So here's a horn set that most teams like to run. Williams with a step back.
Oh, and hits that one.
Yeah.
18-17 the score now, so 150 to play. Maxwell Torpia drives, didn't really get 2 people. Lafayette takes a hit there. He'll go to the line to shoot 1. So it's on the 6-team foul, and they're up to 5 now. Am I right for that?
Yep.
No, 7, 8, 9. So 6 is the last one.
So 7, 2 free throws. You get to 10, it's 2 free throws, and you get the ball back.
I know. So ideally, if you manage to put a team into that much foul issue, you make the basket and get the 2 free throws.
I think the first couple of years we played for Lincoln Uni, we had a girl, Connie Paletti, who was quite good at drawing fouls.
Quite good. Understatement if you're listening, Connie.
Yeah, she was good at drawing fouls, and we got teams in the bonus early. So, and she was a great free throw shooter, so that worked. Yeah.
No, she was extremely aggressive going and getting rebounds and just fighting underneath and getting close. Deep 3 here for Abbott. Deep 2, sorry. No good, but it does bounce back to Irvine. He knows his team's down 2. You can hear the count. Williams, that just about banked in. That was a hopeful shot. Maxwell Torpia to ice the game, can't do it. Battling around for it. They come up with the ball. And this is going to be the final foul before it is 2 shots.
Yep. So UC Gold do not want to foul.
Otherwise they could.
Yep. Otherwise, someone's standing on the free throw line.
Although the Waikato versus Lincoln University final, I think they had 4 free throws
he missed,
to make 1. He missed the first 3, didn't he?
Yeah, he missed the first 3.
So definitely not guaranteed when you're like, okay, all I got to do is make this. Lafayette does make that. 20-17 inside the final minute here. Abbott knows they need to score 2s, otherwise they have pretty much no chance. Maxwell Torpia feeds it inside. Can't foul here, otherwise it's 2 shots. So I missed what the call was there. Was he out of bounds when he touched the ball?
Yeah, out of bounds. Yeah. Irvine knocked it out of bounds. And that's the end it right there. Nope. UC Gold still with a chance to steal one.
They're just not really making the Rams defense sort of suck in. They're just faking and sort of keeping them in the same spot. Maxwell Torpia can't hit that. Lafayette up super high for that one. Pass over to Noah Price, and that throwdown finishes the game there. 21-17 the final. It took a while, 9 minutes 37 to get there, but we did get there in the end.
We got there in the end, yeah. It really just, I think, 2 different styles in that one, but, Round.1, just a little bit more experience, I think, took over there at what they do best. And having only 3 players is a bit tough, yeah.
So anyway, next game, so final there, Rams.exe 21, UC Gold.exe 17. Next game coming up now, we have Gators, who are in the white tops here. With I think we've got 3 versions of green, but we'll just say green shorts.
Yep.
And they're going up against Crossover.exe. So if you just talk through the Gators.exe lineup.
We have number 5, Matt Mashevsky, 10, Joseph Nottenbelt, 12, Joshua Nickel, and number 0, Amosa Fatah Nanai.
Yeah, and we've already talked about the crossover team, but on the bench, Puddy Tyler, Harrison Hunt, Jaden Chan up the top, Bradley Murray McGregor, number 30, and then Connor O'Toole on the other side. But this Gators team,
I think they're the winners from last year.
I think so too.
Yeah.
All four of these
All four of them
have been
yeah.
in this quite a lot. But 2 points there right at the start for Crossover.EXE. They know they need to win or their night is done.
Yep.
2 games, you have to win at least one of them. 2 of them, you definitely go through to the semi-finals. O'Toole, that's his second 2?
Yep, second 2. And that's one person you do not want to let shoot the ball. And number 5 there for Gators.
And that is why. Yep.
And obviously Gators, this is their home gym, so they train here. So Matt would have shot 10,000 shots in this gym.
Yes, he will have. It does not matter, though. He will knock those shots down, whatever gym he's in. And we've seen him win, is not about to the rim there. We've seen him win games where you're like, actually, they've got no chance for this. Come up with a random steal, what looks like a desperation shot, and he hits it. O'Toole, all 5 points for the Rams.exe team, and look how far behind the line he's going out to guard Mashevsky.
Yeah, great defense there from O'Toole. I think Brad hit the first one.
Brad, okay.
Yeah. The twins. Yeah.
Not in name this time, but yes. I'm going to get better at them. So unfortunately, they're both wearing similar-ish shoes. Well, the socks.
White
socks. Everyone's wearing the same socks.
Yeah. Maybe next time we tell them one wear a black pair and the other.
That's true, yes.
Actually, Brad was wearing a black pair of socks when he first came. He must have changed them.
Anyway, Mashevsky, about a metre up from where he hit the last one, hits that one as well. 5-5 the score. Harrison Hunt, he answers. So a lot of 2s dropping in for this game here. And that ball is out of bounds. We hadn't talked about the referees. Harry Ape still up the top. And then we have Jaden Rozanowski down on the baseline. So a good group of referees we've got here tonight.
Young, enthusiastic refs with good experience because all of them refs some pretty good high-level basketball here in Canterbury.
It is, and obviously the Sal's NBL, they have the Schick 3x3 Cup as well. So the referees that are involved in Not About went up high.
Yep.
I don't think Chan really moved at all. I think that was possibly just I realised as soon as I jumped.
I think I had my heart in my mouth just then, worrying for Joseph.
But he's up, no substitution, so obviously realised before he was up too high. Nice rip over there by O'Toole, but the defence from Gators.
Yeah, Joseph came help side there. Not something that we teach, but a lot of these guys are coming out of 5-on-5, so helping is just a natural progression.
It is, like it's. The decision, mate, you can just be killed if you help. As we see there, Faitawin and I, so good at catching the ball. If he steps back, he's really, really good at shooting the 2.
And I believe he was our week 1 MVP.
Yes,
last year. So, this Gators group are really good. That experience they play together, they're really fun to watch.
And Josh Nichols, a nice player who can hit the 2 but muscle up. And, obviously not the tallest player. You see Harrison Hunt there guarding him and think how much size he gave up to Tonge earlier. But Nickel can shoot the 2, can drive to the basket, can muscle you out of the way, like a really, really good player in the 3x3 space. And obviously Mashevsky, not quite the size and muscle of him, but he is dangerous from behind the 3-point line, 2-point line.
Great athlete,
and quick release.
And there's Matt again.
Yes.
You just can't leave that guy open. Yeah.
Harrison Hunt, great recovery there by Faitawin and I, but Harrison Hunt
using his strength.
He did, stuck with it. Mashevsky. Like that, Crossover.EXE is pretty close to him.
Yeah.
Obviously not close enough because he has not been shy about putting them up.
No.
I think that's 4 he's made this game.
With a hand in his face. He's a guy that you actually just need to be right in his face.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
you think you're playing good D until he launches it and drills it. And there was quite a lot of help there from Murray McGregor. Nichols scored anyway, but Mashevsky was left wide open. You see there, Harrison Hunt's a good shooter as well. Gator's just so quick to be like, we've had the help, and then immediately recovering to the shooter. He made it anyway.
Yeah, Tyler, I put Tyler's a pretty good shooter, so Harrison Hunt can shoot the ball. He's breathing heavily over there.
Yes.
He's just looking over at us. But no, he's shooting the ball well. This is just a different game, and look at that. You just met from anywhere.
That's the Like, you've got to recalibrate your thinking when you're guarding him. Like, okay, I can't shoot from here if I'm defended. Nice job there by O'Toole. Just to take the contact, keep on going to the bucket. And you heard Nottingham say, what? I got hit in the face?
Yeah. So
I thought, 5-on-5, 100% that's a foul on Nottingham. Yep. It looked kind of weird. Like, it looked almost like he was in position but leaning forwards. I've lost count of how many he's hit.
I think he's hit six. I think that's 6. Yeah.
We'll see if we can check those stats once the game result gets uploaded. They find Nottingham. You can see Chan. He's not leaving Mashevsky. Obviously left him there when he's like, well, they're going to score this layup or we're going to get a rebound miss, and I want to try and get myself open. Nice hands here. This does need clearing. And it was probably lucky for crossover.exe that was called before the shot attempt went up.
That's a turnover. As soon as the whistle blows for that, I think that's a turnover.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that's a turnover. Oh, and then there he goes again.
And is that his first miss?
Yeah. I think he missed a couple. Yeah, but like...
He's made more than he's missed, though.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, but just the way he moves, and he's super fit, so you got to be onto it all the time.
That was a good switch there. Like, he looked almost like Mashevsky thought that, okay, O'Toole, I've lost him, but then Chan straight away just hopped onto him. Timeout here, 17-13 the score, roughly halfway through the game.
Yeah, and crossover coach take that timeout.
So I think that in the games that you've coached, not refereed, is it a non-clearing the ball violation, like when Harry called it, or should it have been once the shot?
Well, once he got into the shot,
right,
that's
then you
when
can
you call it.
You don't have to let it hit the rim.
You don't have to let it hit the rim.
Okay.
You can say the ref will go no clear.
Yep.
Just to say he needs to yell it, and then if I dribble out, then that's not a turnover.
Yes,
he can't just blow the whistle. As soon as I get into my shot, that's when the whistle goes. Yeah.
Harrison Hunt, nice use of the body there. 17-14 the score. We've only had one warning for defending under the basket. Mashevsky to the rim. He's missed 2 layups, I think.
Yeah, he has, and that's
Chan can't quite get it. Nice rebound there from Mashevsky.
He's shooting us. Good D.
That is right there.
That's how you need to defend him. Just like O'Toole did there. In his face. Yeah.
And that's hard. I mean, not quite the same level, my under-13 teams. Like, if you've got 2 defenders, you've got to probably fake them towards each other and then go around the edge rather than split between the middle. 3x3, the contact that's allowed, that's even more so.
It's a lot harder.
O'Toole mid-range jumper, and I think this is off White.
Yeah, I think there was a shot clock one there. He had to move pretty quickly. I can see the guy on the iPad there with the hat on. He's the one with the shot clock. So.
Yes, no, obviously if our equipment all worked as expected, we found out one of the leads that we had wasn't working. And nice follow there from O'Toole, but Nottingham, he's a good rebounder in his own right. Faitawan and I can't hit that. We have 2 people on the ground. Chan says, well, I'm just going to launch this. And we suddenly have a 1-point game, 4 minutes to go, 17-16.
And it changes just like that. Yeah.
And blocking foul there. Murray McGregor just
actually not
bulldozed, I think.
Yeah, it's not a bad foul he gave away,
Do you think he was trying to give it away?
I don't think he was trying to, but I think that's just Josh's strength.
I think he was surprised by the aggressiveness and how much that hurt running into him. And no basket. It did not drop there. No,
and they called that on the floor. Ref Jaden down there on the baseline called it on the floor. So
and Faitawan and I, very quick at, sort of looking like he's going slow and then straight past. Nice fake. Can't quite make that. Good rebound. Ball's tipped out. It'll stay with green here, which is crossover.exe.
Gators have missed a few easy layups here and just letting crossover just stay in the game. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you have someone who's hit 6 2-point baskets, 17-17. Yeah. You think, well, they must have won the game, but here we are. We're tied here. 3:45 to go. Good switch. Mashevsky open for a little bit. Nickel banging in, and Chan sells it.
I think he sold that one. After what he got away with there, that was a little bit...
Well, I don't know. I mean, he was in front of between nickel where he wanted to go all the time. Took the hit. That one there a little bit high and made it obvious that he's hit me in the chin or up relatively high. Harrison Hunt gets Faitawa and Anai in the air, and he's up, puts his team up 18-17. Mashevsky to the rim this time, drops this one 18-18. The score here, 3:20 to play. Chan. Tough. Wild shot here. Gets the rebound again out to Harrison Hunt. Wide open for two. In and out. And Mashevsky with the rebound.
Turn and shoot that one.
And he does it. That was not an easy shot. 20-18 here.
Yeah, that changes a lot of things because they only need the one now.
They do now. Yep. And Chan, excellent hands there, knocking that away. They won't have the full shot clock here, I'd imagine, around about 5 or 6 seconds.
I think he was yelling out 6 there.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I've had other people as well. So Mashevsky takes the foul. Unfortunately, that resets the shot clock for them. Well, I mean, fortunately for Gators. Unfortunately for Crossover, they need to get a stop here.
Yeah, Gators looked like they were cruising with 5 minutes to go in the game, and then all of a sudden...
And
finishes it there.
He does do that. 21-18. Great effort there from Crossover.EXE, but their night is done. We'll have to wait until next week to see them again. Gators.EXE win their opening game of the night, which means it's going to be a battle between them and UC Maroon to see who gets the 1 and the 2 seed. So final score, Gators 21, Crossover.EXE 18. Next game coming up now, the last team that we haven't seen yet, Whananui.EXE, who will be in... What colour do you want to call that?
That's an interesting colour.
Interesting, right?
Green? That's another tan.
That's another
green.
Sort of tan looks, or cargo.
Yeah, cargo green.
Olive. Let's say olive. Olive,
green.
I reckon.
Yeah.
And then UC gold, which is not gold. Anyway, running through the lineups here, Whananui, who are playing in white.
Yeah, and we have number 8, Seth Bryant. 3, Trey Tiawa. Number 10, Tommy Fairbrother. And 11, Carlton Chitonga.
Yeah, Chitonga, he's a super aggressive player. And then for UC Gold, Max Abbott scored just then. We've seen them before. Luca Williams on the ball, number 6, and then Jeremy Irvine. And remember, they do not have a 4th player here tonight. No. And Trey just going to the bucket there. Max Abbott shoots the 2, can't hit it. Seth Bryant, extremely quick player. We saw him last year.
Yeah.
And there he is. Nice
super
finish
athletic.
there.
Yeah. Good at attacking the hoop. I wonder if UC Gold are going to use their strength than it being their size.
Yeah, Williams here was trying to back down Chitongo. Chitongo, strength, he's pretty strong. Low centre of gravity as well.
You probably want to start the bigs down low in this set.
Yeah, they didn't have much time. That's why there was a quick shot there from Irvine. Seth Bryant with the rebound out to Chitongo for 2. Just a little bit short. Luca Williams up for the rebound there.
So Whananui, obviously they train
here as well.
Yeah, so they're pretty familiar with the Middleton hoops.
Yeah, and they haven't really gone A and B for their 2 ones, but they've gone older and younger, and this is the younger team. All of these guys, I think, were playing under 20s last year. Chitongo's playing 23s now. Bryant's playing 23s and Prems. Trey, I think, he's definitely 23s. I can't remember if he's playing 20s or Prems as well.
He's playing Prems, I believe, because we played Gators a couple of weeks ago, and he was on their roster. So he's 23s Prems, and so is Seth. And I think Carlton Chitonga is the only one not playing Prems in this group. But then you have Tommy Fairbrother, who's a veteran. He's played before. He's Division 1.
Yes, Division 1 now. Played Prems for a bit.
Yep.
As we see Abbott just using his size inside, gets the rebound, puts it back, tie game. And Bryant was open then, pass just bounced off his fingertips. And that turns into an Irvine 2, puts his team up 5 points to 3. Bryant to the corner, looking like Matt Mashevsky there.
Yeah, they're just, UC Gold just a little bit too slow closing out. And
Bryant makes them pay, straight to the rim. It's gone from 3 to 5. That should be 4-5, I think, unless there was a mistake before. So 6-5 is I was thinking they missed the 2 from the corner. Chitongo, no hand up.
Oh,
and soft touch on that.
It's a hometown roll there.
Yep. Irvine doesn't hit that. Yeah, Chitongo super quick as well.
So I think UC Gold's strategy is to foul just to give them rest if they play long periods. Yeah.
They should also incorporate try to knock the ball away accidentally as well. That would be another.
I had that experience with my Wildcats in the Shit Cup.
Right.
We lost Tessa Morrison to an ACL injury, and we played pretty much the majority of the rest of the tournament with only 3 players, and we came up with strategies. If you can let the ball roll out on an opposing score, stuff like that, just to give extra rest. And
it's almost like it would kind of be fair to be like, okay, if you only have 3 players, you actually get a bonus 2 timeouts or something like. It's. Honestly, the first time I played 3x3, I was like, oh, this is going to be... It was with kids as well. We were like trying to set up year 5, 6, year 7, 8 ones. I was like, well, I play full court basketball. So what, I only have to run to the 3-point line?
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
You think this is going to be easy. Like, you don't even have to be fit. And then you play like, oh my gosh, because there's not the breaks that you have in a 5-on-5 game. It is very hard if you've never played it to all of a sudden do it and just not be ready from the fitness aspect. So we see Fairbrother there just can't quite get that one to drop.
Wharenui's missed a couple, I think 3 or 4 easy ones there in that period, but they did get the offensive rebound. They're just a lot quicker to the ball than UC Gold is.
Yeah, it's understandable. UC's Chitongo drops that one, 10-5 the score. UC Gold, no sub. It's their second game. Wharenui, this is their first one. So you'd expect the other team, which is going to have the energy left over, or the extra energy to be able to battle for that. Here's Abbott. Nice up fake. Gets Fairbrother to jump.
I think that's what Gold have to do a lot more of.
It's uses up energy from that one person going to the rim, but it does also give the other 2 a chance to rest. As Williams left unguarded, hits the 2, and all of a sudden it's 11-8 here.
Yep. Yeah, the Gold is sticking around.
There's Chitongo. The runner doesn't quite drop. Irvine out to Abbott. A little bit of a fake with the ball.
Yeah.
And Bryant.
They're looking Gold looking pretty gassed at the moment.
Here's the one. Yeah, I'd leave that ball. I wouldn't even get it if I was you, Abbott.
Yeah, I'm definitely leaving that as well.
But here he is.
Letting Wharenui pick that one up.
Yeah. Anyway, that was your chance for a rest. So that obviously hasn't been part of what they've been working on. No. Yeah. Here we are, Chitongo, mid-range jump shot. Back to him. And the balls do take a little bit of getting used to. Size of a 6, weight of a 7. And these are the nice Wilson ones. I like these ones with the sort of wave.
Yeah. The ones that they use at uni games are a lot smoother and not as grippy.
Right.
So different ball, but obviously same size, same weight.
And here is that timeout, the rest one. So almost exactly halfway through the game. Luca Williams signalled for timeout to Oscar Hooper. 12-8 the score here. So I'm thinking it's probably going to be Wharenui which will come through and come up with the win just based on having 4 players being fresher. But they're definitely not running away with the game at the moment.
No. UC Gold are sticking around, which is good to see, even with their 3 players.
Yeah, we'll say the player number of players deficiency, not the ability of the players. Here we are, Williams with the rebound. Irvine just launches, bit too strong. Traydog up high for that rebound. And he launches the 2, and I heard the sound effect like, oh, just as he shot that. That was not going where he intended it to.
It didn't. He didn't intend it to fly the way it did.
Here we are, Williams, step back, doesn't launch the 2. Abbott, that tends to be his
his little
thing. Like if I fake to the right and bring the ball back, well, he may prove me wrong, but he's done that a couple of times and then he's shot it. It could just be the thing he always does every time he catches it. And you saw there, Irvine Abbott was looking to cut back door. didn't quite get the handle on it. Williams hits another 2, so 13-10 the score now. Bryant, give and go,
Nice
straight
give and
back, and smart foul there from Irvine as Tiawa was wide open for 2.
Gold have really been quite smart with the way that they've used their fouls. So it is interesting to see.
It's Bryant
off the check.
Yeah, the hand was there and relatively close, and he's like, well, I'm going to shoot it. I'm definitely going to shoot it and drop that one, 15-10.
And it's a hands foul there from Seth Bryant. Talking to one of the refs last week, what their interpretation of giving away fouls is, and if you use your body, they're not going to, if you act like you're using your body and you keep your hands out,
then it's pretty much
they're good. As soon as you get your hands in there, that's when they start calling fouls. So.
Well, you saw there Seth Bryant looking like, can I have a foul on that? Yep. And the bounce.
Jeremy gets a nice bounce there.
Yeah, Chitongo for 2, just off the front of the rim. Out of bounds, Tiawa, good save, but it does bounce out eventually. 16-13 the score. Here we go, Irvine up the top, over to Williams. There's the Horns flare screen to Abbott. Inside, and the ball's gone out of bounds, I think off Abbott's head, but I don't know if the ball went out first. Yep, Wharanui's checking it.
I think with that Horns flare, I like the screener to dive to the hoop. Yeah. So if he dives to the hoop,
just it puts the defense in a bind, doesn't it?
Yeah. So
Chitongo, nice up fake there to the rim. And he shot that like a interesting timing on that, which I think really surprised the defenders.
Yeah.
Here's Abbott to the rim. And, I think that's going to be on Bryant here.
Yep.
Well, this is the nice thing with 3x3 reffing. You don't have to actually say it was on you or it was on you. You just say it's a team
foul.
Counts the same. One shot here for Abbott. 18-13 the score. And he does hit that one. Bryant clears the ball. 18-14 now.
So Gold are in the same situation as Crossover were in the last pool. They really need to win this game to stay alive.
Yes.
After losing.
Although with only 3 players.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Chitongo. Bryant hit one. He did exactly the same.
Yep.
Off the check, 20-14. And that one was very well defended. Williams has hit his last 2, I think. Missed that one. Over to Chitongo.
This is
to finish it.
No. Celebrated a little bit too early there.
Williams is looking a little bit stagnant. Abbott hits the 2 there, 20-16. They cannot let them score at all. 4th team foul here.
Yeah, still not in trouble, so,
Yeah, I remember last year, I think, or maybe the year before, all the teams seemed to be focused on the, strategic fouls.
Yep.
And then we had an awful lot of and-ones by people fouling as Williams hits another 2. So 20-18.
Yeah, so it's a little bit.
And I heard that slap there. So did Rosanowski on the baseline. And that's why Fairbrother is going to the line to shoot one.
Yes, so hopefully this is to finish it. Being 2018, looking at Fairbrother to close out and end UC Gold's night. And he did just that.
He did. And his team didn't even, who was lined up there? Bryant, I think, was lined up there. Didn't even really rush in as well. So Wharanui 21, UC Gold 18. So that means, as you said, UC Gold is out, Crossover's out. So we're going to have the, we're going to have UC Maroon, Rams.exe, Gators.exe, and Wharanui.exe. We just don't know who's going to be playing who yet until these 2 games happen. So one of these next 2 games could be a preview of the final. This one here, UC Maroon and White, they're going up against Gators.exe. So lineups for both teams, please, Josh.
So we have Gators. We got number 5, Matt Machuski, 10, Joseph Nottenbelt, 12, Joshua Nickel, and number 0, Amoso Faitawa Nanai. And then for UC Maroon, we have Nash Biggs, number 10, number 14, Junior DeYoung, 6, Chris Tupaya, and number 13, Aiden Tonge.
Yeah, so this should be a very good game.
I think these were the top 2 teams.
Yeah, I think so.
Year.
Although UC Maroon had Brent Fisher, I think, playing for them, who was a load inside. So they've sort of downsized marginally, but increased their three-point shooting.
And looking at some of the so obviously you can carry 6 players. So looking down at the list, Gators, Zach Hennon is on their list, and Jackson Stent is on their list.
Yeah, so he's one that Rams, whenever they're away, the Canterbury Rams and the NZNBL, Sal's NBL, depends on his availability. But Zach Hennon's an excellent player to be able to have in.
And then looking at Maroons, the 2 are Sam Riley.
Yep, he's actually here tonight watching.
Yep, he's watching, and Jamie Thompson.
I don't know Jamie Thompson.
No, I think we're both in a bit of a there.
Right,
yeah.
Some referees for this game, Hamish Dale up the top, and then we'll have Oscar Hooper will be down on the baseline. As Nottingham proves that he can still get up.
Yep, I actually coached Joseph in high school at St. Bede's.
St. Bede's, yes.
Yeah, so that was a while. Well, that was over 10 years ago.
Yep, no. Does it make you feel old? Because I'm older than you, Josh.
Yeah, it does. That means we've known each other for a very long time, James.
Yeah,
I've been
probably
in Christchurch,
over half my life,
I've been in Christchurch since 2005.
Okay, not quite half my life then, but...
I think you were in America then, in 2005.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yep,
we were.
And,
2006. 2006 we went.
Yep.
So. Right, anyway, enough about us and our lifetime down here in Canterbury. The game's about to start. It'll be Joseph Nottenbelt with the check, Aidan Tonge deciding which ball we're using. No, it's not going to be Joseph. It's going to be Matt Mashevsky.
I'm really looking forward to this game. I think I'm going to go with Gators.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if you see Maroon, but these 4 Gators guys have all played here.
Yep.
Did extremely well last year. Mashevsky stepped back just to 1. Tonge, good job to force him into that as opposed to a 2, and then gets the rebound as well. And just look at the pace of this game so far at the start compared to the last one. Like, both these teams really want it.
Yep. And they're playing hard, and that's one guy that can help UC Maroons, Tupaia. But this is the man that UC really have to worry about is Matt.
Joseph Nottenbelt to the rim. Yeah, I think looking at my schedule, the winner of this game probably gets the best rest, like the first semi-final, and then a gap before the actual final. So that's probably, you obviously want to win every game, get more points overall, but that's just something tangible tonight, which could be very important to get those points.
I think they played more games in pool play last year, didn't they?
Yeah, last year we had each round was split over 2 nights. Then you could play all 5 of the other teams, whereas this year we've gone back to the traditional, for 3x3.EXE, traditional winner every single night.
Yep.
And I think last year was also, as we saw, Tupaia scoring inside. And
I think that's
I was going to say, gives up a stupid foul, but it was a sub foul.
That's a sub foul there. Yeah. Yeah, we tell our players if you're tired and it's been going on for long periods and you need a rest.
So does a minute 25 count as a long time?
Oh, especially in 3x3 it does, yeah. I think the longest period you could go for about 2.5.
Yep. The problem is then there's probably 2 other guys that want to have a sub as well. So you want to do that foul up the top as Tonge challenges, gets the block, gets the rebound, draws the foul.
Yep. Great defense from Aiden, using his length. I think that's the...
And Tupaia's been subbed back in, and his face looks like I wasn't quite ready to
come back.
You gave me
out.
20 seconds of rest. So I think it may actually, if I was in a team, I'd probably say I'll be the first sub.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Because then you get into the routine, whereas everyone else wants to sub each other out.
And there's DeYoung, like we saw in the first game.
I think he's in the Rams squad as well, or at least he was before all the imports that arrived.
I believe he had COVID.
Okay.
And then he got injured.
Right.
Yeah, so he hasn't actually played a lot of basketball over the last month. Yeah, so... but he was doing well. I went down to a couple of their trainings early on in the season, just to look at their 3x3 stuff. So, yeah. But there's Tupaia, very good 3x3 shooter.
Nottenbelt.
Yeah.
Like, he can shoot them, but his strength is really just
defense
and extra possessions is a steal here. And then just sort of sneaking in, going hard. Here's Nickel. Good move inside, draws the foul.
with Yosef's very help nature, if you have a very good team, I think that you could expose it and absorb a double team from him, and 2 dribbles, wait for him to come, and then kick out. So there are ways to beat that.
There are. You've got to make sure you've got your spacing right. So far, Gators have been better at switching out and rotating out than the offensive teams have in terms of putting them in a bind. But yeah, I totally get what you're saying. And
so if you watch,
it's not something that normally happens, is it? Where you have people double because.
Yeah, I think at the higher levels, you have guys that you are.
You're
on an island.
You're on this guy no matter what. Here's Tonj. Knows he had the match up there against Mashevsky. Scores that easily. Nickel for 2 off the rim, and there's the effort from Nordenbelt, but I think it's it's called green. Does that mean it's off green or it's going to be green?
Yeah,
I think it's going to be green.
It did look like Joseph kicked it.
Yeah, I thought that was the last touch.
Glad me and you are on the same page there, Jay.
I will say, refereeing, I mean, obviously it's different 5-on-5.
Yep.
You want to be able to step back from the baseline quite a bit, so it can, opens up your field of vision as Mashevsky scores at the rim this game. Bit different to the last one for him.
I think UC Maroon have really put a emphasis on not letting Matt shoot the ball, and there's Tupaia again.
Yeah. Well, he's another good shooter as well. Mashevsky to the rim. Scores again. 8-6 to score. And Nordenbelt just constantly moving around the court. There's the screen. Tupaia knocks it away.
I think that's the one. Get Matt on his right hand.
The ball's rolling down here. No one really wants to get it. They all want the rest. The double check that looked like.
And one.
Yeah, not quite. Faitawa Nanai has some contact.
That shouldn't have been a reset because it was a foul.
But when the ball went out of bounds.
Oh, yes.
So there was Hamish Dale just checking. Had the shot clock gone off before the foul? The answer is no, which is why the foul stands. And Faitawa Nanai to the line to shoot one. And does make that one there. So 8-7 the score. UC Maroon up by 1 point. Tupaia just turns, launches a little bit too strong. Tonj forces Nickel too far, comes back and gets it. Nice hands there from Mashevsky. I think he was faking it, expecting DeYoung to jump. He didn't jump. And there's Tonj.
We got a flop warning here too from the ref.
Yeah. You need to take the first hit, I think.
Yep.
That was the first hit, and he just dropped. And here we are. Here's the Matt Mashevsky we saw before. Launches the 2. Tupaia can't get the answer. That 2 from Mashevsky puts his team up by 1 point. Another one. Just a little bit too much lean back there.
You can't just let him shoot the ball like that.
You can if you want.
Yeah, if you want to let him shoot if you want to let him shoot the ball like that, let him shoot the ball. But you see, living dangerously there.
There we are, Tonj, the handoff to Tupaia. He's well defended, bit too strong. Tonj and Nordenbelt battling. Nice job by Tonj to the rim with some contact. Makes the bucket anyway. 10-10 the score here.
Working really hard down there.
Great footwork there from Faitawa Nanai. Hits that.
Great find from Tonj there.
And Tonj is looking a little bit tired now. He's still trying to keep his guys involved. Tupaia.
Tough step back from Nickel.
Yeah, Nickel hits that in his face. Sorry, Tupaia was on defense there. Nash Biggs can't make that. Nickel. So Gators up by 3 points here, 13-10. And that's the signature shot of Faitawa Nanai. It's just loose ball, gets its way to him, one step back, just shoots straight away, sort of before the defense is even ready. And there's the foul there.
Yeah, they might want to be careful. I think that's number 5. And then there's timeout from Maroon. They look pretty gassed. I think Gators' speed is really wearing UCL. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. Tupaia's like, I'm fouling. I'm the person closest to the substitution bench. Yep. I'm going straight there. Aiden was like, I need a rest. I'm going to take the timeout now.
For sure.
Just over halfway through this game, 4:30 remaining. UC Maroon in white is on 10 points, and Gators.exe in the fluoro green is on 13. Dribble handoff into a flare screen. A little bit late. Good defense there by DeYoung. Mashevsky, though, I think he scored 3 times at the rim this game.
4.
4 at the rim.
4 at the rim. All going left, too.
DeYoung, and he's sent back by Mashevsky, but he finds Biggs. The fake, the reset, the shot. And we've had Mashevsky thrown to the ground. I didn't see that. I saw him.
I just saw him hit the ground.
But
hopefully we get a replay.
There's Tonge. The kick out over to Biggs. He gets the ball back, but very far from the hoop. Nice rip through. And great job finish there. Nice job to get Nottingbelt to his right-hand side, then back to finish on the other side of the hoop. Mashevsky to the left. And again he scores. So Gators.exe up 15-11. DeYoung, too strong on the 2. Tonge gets a hand on it, but it goes over to Mashevsky in the corner. In and out, Nottingbelt just out of bounds. This will not count.
And looking at what happened to Matt, he got thrown to the ground.
Right. Oh, you just saw it.
I just saw it on our little replay there. Was not a replay.
We're 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, so he got thrown.
It's a replay for us.
Replay for us, yeah. So we get to see the action and talk about what we saw.
And good hand there from Whaitawan and I. That 2 a little bit short. So up in the Northern Conference, I did not get a chance to watch that. Any former Canterbury players involved this year, or is it all
no,
Auckland ones?
They're all Auckland. But I know they had a women's conference.
Yes.
The winner was Swish from the Northern Conference last night. Obviously, Kyle Neuer. Kurt Penny's in his team.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so
he's like, look, you don't. If you can hit a 2 every time I pass you the ball, we don't actually have to play defense anymore, Kirk. Who's only a year or 2 younger than me.
But obviously, if you don't, for those that don't know who Kurt Penny is, I'm sure everyone knows. He's probably one of the greatest Tall Blacks shooting guards.
He's an All-American at Wisconsin. Played in the NBA.
Pro in Europe.
I can't remember if he is or was on the New Zealand board. He was. And then I think took a role at University of Virginia, and I think he might have had to renounce his BBNZ board membership. But anyway, pretty well credentialed.
And there's Matt again, just going to his left hand whenever he wants.
Puts his team up 4 points, 17 to 13. He's open here. He decides to launch it. Almost too open for him then. Like there was no one even attempting to come out to him. And takes the sub. Nickel wanted it as well. Mashevsky said, I'll get you next. Just keep playing.
And that's the thing, you've got only 4 guys, only one of you can sub.
Yes. Although Gators, they haven't used their timeout, I think. Nickel. And I was like,
tough.
That was a very well defended shot. Puts his team up 19 to 15. Tapia can't hit that.
Young had a great hand there.
Here's DeYoung and Tonge just throwing people to the ground. Well, actually, I don't know if he's throwing them. They're moving back, and he's just possibly moving out of the way. And that looked like a strategic give up a layup but get a wide open 2 afterwards. Unfortunately, you can only do that once because Gators is on 20 now.
Great defense. There's Junior.
Quick shot.
Quick trigger.
Watch out for the signature here. Nottingbelt. Over to Nickel. He shoots the step back. In and out. Good rebound there from Tapia. DeYoung drifting back. And, I mean, Gators was pretty frantic how they were getting out to them. It may have made sense to up fake and just have a little bit more movement. And in all honesty, 20 to 17, you could take a 1 because you need, to try and tie the game, although it's still first to 21. And it's possibly the first miss this game. Mashevsky's had Tonge off to the left there.
And is on his favourable left hand too. So
kick out. Nottingbelt. Nice crossover.
Good
and that is the game there. So from Pool A, Gators.exe wins that one 21-17. They will be the number 1 seed from Pool A. 2-0. And
they
UC
will play
Maroon.
the loser of this game. Our next game. Is that correct?
That is correct. So we'll have Yeah, we've almost got well, not quarterfinals, just which game do you want to be? So,
strategically,
what do you want to do? Do you want to win, in which case you play second, so you get a break after this game, but then you have basically no break before, very short break before the final? Or do you want to lose this game and then have the rest?
Yeah, that's tough, eh? To be fair,
this is assuming it could actually be you just reseed them and say how many points did you score? Actually,
I'm not much of a wanting to lose.
No, I think so too.
So I'm trying to win every game.
Yeah.
Because if you have that losing mentality, it becomes a...
Yeah, you could lose when you don't actually want to lose.
You lose when you don't want to lose. So...
Yeah, I mean, the only team I would have said it's the right decision to do that if they were in this position would be UC Gold when you're down to 3 players to actually say, look,
you need the rest.
We don't really have we're not going to have the energy to play 3 games in 4. So let's drop the one that isn't for the gold medal or just decides when we're playing in the next 2. Anyway, so last pool game here, Rams.exe in the red uniforms going up against Whanganui.exe. So Rams, their players, Noah Price just shooting now, Caleb Chamberlain, number 9, Peter Maxwell Torpia, number 13, and Simon Lafayette Jr., number 5.
And for Whanganui, we have number 8, Seth Bryant, number 3, Trey Tiawa, 10, Tommy Fairbrother, and number 11, Carlton Chitonga. Chitongo,
I think. Yeah, I do need to ask him. I've said it multiple times.
So we probably need
to
get
never actually to him,
pronunciation right. And
we'll check that later on tonight or possibly.
And the extras for Whanganui is Sam Tang and Richard Hancock.
Okay, so Sam Tang played last year for them. Richard Hancock's another young player who's in the under-23 squad as well.
And for the Rams is Phoenix Sorensen. And Tane Lavery.
And you know both of those guys.
Yep. Tane Lavery is actually heading off to the New Zealand camp for 3x3 tomorrow. So
it's a nice finish there from Brighton. Yeah, so very experienced 3x3 player and lots of skills. Referees in this game, baseline we have Hamish Dale, and up the top we have Harry Apes. Here's Fairbrother, and I thought he was going to fake the pass and then just get all the way to the rim, but I can't tell if he actually meant to pass it and it squirted out or if he was trying to do what we were expecting.
Yeah, the paint just opened up for him there. So
here's Noah Price for 2. Nothing but net there, so 2-1 the score now.
Yeah, Noah's really worked on his outside shooting. So,
and you see Chitongo just created so much space there, getting into Chamberlain's body, then the step back. Can't quite hit it. Maxwell Topia. There's the lob. Good job by Tiawa to get his hand up and knock that one away. And Fairbrother in and out. And there you see the athleticism. Noah Price up pretty high for that rebound. So who has the best dunks in the Rams.exe team?
I'm going to go with Caleb Chamberlain.
Right.
Yep. Second place, Noah Price.
Okay. There's another 2 there.
And Simon is up there as well. But I'm going to give it to Caleb.
Who gets the most dunks then? So
Simon.
Simon gets the most, right.
Simon gets the most dunks.
So maybe that's why he's in 3rd place in your list. You're just too used to them happening.
Yep.
And there you see the length there. Noah Price hits a 2 a couple of plays later into the paint. Nice little floater there. Here's Fairbrother. This time he maintains possession. Goes up and scores that. 5-4. Maxwell Topia in and out. And Chitongo with the rebound. Gets the switch. Probes into the gap. Gets the way through. Some contact, and Chamberlain just hits it back, but it goes to Fairbrother. Easy pass to Chitongo. But that's one of those ones where you're like, actually, I'm just giving this up so we can be wide open for a 2 afterwards.
Especially when there's 2 of them down there, you know.
Yeah, unfortunately, they just haven't quite been able to score. So this game here, doesn't feel like it has the intensity that previous pool 1 had.
Yeah, both teams are kind of just... I think they both know
they're through.
They're through, and they're just kind of
if we make a bunch of shots, it's great. But you're right. I think they're playing to win, but I think we'll see a step up in an effort from both of these teams when they're up next.
And we have a sub, Chamberlain and Fairbrother for Bryant and Lafayette.
There's
There's that flare screen.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you could almost go to a double flare. And there we go.
Another dunk there.
There was your second favourite dunker. He just looked like he's like, oh, I'm pretty far away, so I'll just extend my arm out a little bit further than normal.
Yeah. So, yeah, Noah's really worked on his outside game. Still obviously needs to improve on a few things. But, yeah, you can't teach athleticism, can you, and 6'7".
No, it's pretty...
Yeah.
He's got a great body for basketball. Here he is, open. That shot just a little bit strong. Lafayette can't keep that one. And I think it'll be Chitongo and the Whananui team with the ball.
Yeah. Can't quite reach over. Oh, it rolled to the back wall by the looks of things. Yeah.
Well, those signs are pretty large.
Yeah, they're pretty big. What are they, about 3 feet?
I think that, a metre high, I think, from memory. Obviously, when you open them up, it probably is pretty much 3 feet high.
And there's that length of Chamberlain.
Still 6-6 game here. Here he is, pull-up jump shot, hits that one. Bryant, we'll see if he's one of the fastest players in this competition, so we'll see if he sort of improves the tempo for his team. Drives in, gets blocked, he saves the position, but that is a shot clock violation. That shot does not count, just a second late there. So Fairbrother's saying to Chitongo to get into that a little bit sooner. That wasn't the shot he's talking about, because that was pretty much... recover the ball and shoot straight away. It's getting into their action earlier because you don't have a whole lot of time. 12-second shot clock.
Yeah, and 12 seconds starts as soon as you touch the ball. So it's already started for the Rams team here. So
so you have to clear it. So normally, 10 seconds by the time you've got it out?
Yeah.
And smart there by Lafayette to let go of it. I heard the buzzer there from the shot clock.
So we do have a buzzer.
Yeah, I think normally it'll be hooked up to the monitor. And as we see a deep 2 there. Chitongo, and that pass was just about picked off. He's right there on Maxwell Tapia. Finds Chamberlain, though. He takes the step back 2. And Chitongo up to get the rebound there. Here's Bryant just probing. Ball off somebody's foot.
Yeah.
I think off Chamberlain's
foot there, yeah.
So Price takes
5
the sub.
seconds on the shot clock from the Samson.
And obviously, Rams.exe weren't watching the last game for this team where they...
And I think they hit 2 there.
They did, yeah. Trey hit 1, and so did Bryant hit 1 just off the check. So
here's that horn set here for Rams.
Yeah, see, I think you want flare, pass it over,
and
then set a second flare would be... Or you can have the dive. This time, Lafayette did dive.
Bit interesting. See, I was checked there. We got ticked for those types of checks last week.
Like if you don't give a good one.
They gave technical fouls.
So what constituted a bad check?
If it's below the knee.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bit pedantic, but yeah.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where you're like, if you don't start calling it, if people don't know what they need to do, the game starts getting tight. What are the things I can do just to give myself or my team a tiny advantage? Oh my gosh. I think we're going to see a replay of that one. Noah Price.
We need to see a replay of that one.
Went baseline around Tiawa, who was trying to push him. And it didn't matter. He just racked that on him. Reverse underneath. Chitongo, though, gives his team a 1-point lead. Maxwell Tapia up. And here we go. So we'll see if that dunk lifts the intensity of this game. Chitongo just off to the left and Chamberlain with the rebound. So you said Noah Price was your second favourite dunker in this team.
Yeah, he's probably got... I think Caleb's just got him more in terms of tricks, but Noah Price is very athletic. Yeah.
Nice drive there from Bryant. Bumps off Maxwell Tapia and then finishes. Whananui still up by 1, 10-9. Noah Price, step back 2. Yeah, when you're feeling good, you're feeling good, right?
Yeah, I think that dunk really woke him up a little bit. So
Chitongo, the pull-up jump shot, no good here. Price with the rebound, out to Chamberlain. Back to Price, he's just hit 1. That I think he was hoping Brian would be a bit closer to him so we could get him faked up. And there's good solid defence by Chitongo there. He was straight up, kept retreating the whole time. And Chamberlain denies Tiawa.
Yeah, and there's that length Rams XE.
Yeah, it takes a bit of getting used to. Like, you know what would be a foul in 5-on-5.
Yeah,
that 100% would be a foul in 5-on-5.
But they're not going to
3x3, 50-50 maybe. You might get it 20% of the time.
Yeah, like, and it really doesn't help the guards all that much, you know, if you're not strong finishing through contact. And there's Chitonga there.
And then Lafayette, nice little jump hook, 12-12 the score, 3:10 to go here. Chitongo, he's hit the last two, a little bit too strong.
I don't think we haven't had a game go to 21.
No, not tonight. No. Chamberlain hits his first two of the night, I think.
Yeah, I think maybe second. Yeah, but he's got a couple layups.
He has, yes.
Yeah.
No, he's a nice inside-outside player. He's surprisingly, Lafayette, the strongest post player. Basket counts here, so Rams will be on 15 with one free throw to come. Yeah, Lafayette in the post, probably the best post player. Yep. Him and Tonge in the competition, those two, and had the shortest,
smaller.
not the smallest, as I think Mashevsky might be doesn't quite have the muscle that Chitongo has. Kicked it out. It ended up paying dividends as they scored 2 points.
So
the ball is cleared now. Nice pass there. Good pass from Chitongo to Fairbrother. 16-13 the score.
And here's that post up.
Doubled. Chamberlain's hit a 2. Just can't get that one. Lafayette gets a foul on the rebound. And I can see Lafayette's a little bit of a laugh there as well.
Yeah.
Well, he had the ball, knew that there was some contact, threw it up.
He's just trying to get the foul call, and then there he is hitting it.
He's like, well, kind of wasn't my first choice, but I'm here, so I may as well shoot it. And Maxwell Tapia's hands were in.
Yeah.
And there's Chitongo. So nice smile on his face.
A bit of back chat there. So Hamish Dale's not taking any of that.
No. Fair enough as a referee. Like you don't need to have advice from players.
No.
Generally, like there are tiny exceptions. I had a young referee. I gave him some, not even joking, some nice encouraging words afterwards. Just a couple of things about looking assertive when you're making calls, because all the calls that he made were pretty good today. But Hamish Dale, NBL referee, Carlton Chitongo, does referee in our club competition.
Yeah. But
probably not the person that should be dishing out advice.
No. Yeah. Hamish Dale gets it from some of our best. So
yes. And Fairbrother, nice timing on that. Sort of threw off the defence there. Maxwell Tapia can't hit that one.
No, Rams actually kind of just stale. Their scoring has just dried up a little bit, and Wharenui right back in the game.
Now. Yeah, 18-17.
Right back in the game. Oh, and there's a turnover there.
So 1-11, neither team taking a timeout. Oh, here we go, timeout here. I was just going to say, I think, even if you don't really care whether you win or lose this game,
you
probably want to use your timeout knowing that ideally you've got 2 more games out of the next 3 to play.
So you just kind of want a little bit of rest. So highlight of the night? Are we going with Noah Price?
Noah's dunk is for sure the highlight of the night. Tiawa cut him off pretty well on that one, but
use his 6'7" frame and long arms to...
Yeah, and he was under the backboard to sort of step back in and turn and reach and to throw that down with that much force. That's definitely the highlight.
When you think about it, that's quite hard.
It is,
jumping the wrong way.
And getting pushed a little bit or having to go around some. Anyway, here we go, 18-17. Bryant looks at the thing there, screen away, Fairbrother, good cut. This is good movement here from Wharenui.
Yep.
And Bryant all the way to the rim. Ties it up. 18-18. Final minute here. Noah Price. He's hit a couple this game. That one too strong. Lafayette the rebound. Price open. Just can't quite hang on to the ball. And it bounces off his hands.
I think we were looking at another dunk there.
I think so. It looked like it just fumbled out of bounds. And Whananui will have the check up the top.
51 seconds to go.
Is that dribble handoff action? Fairbrother inside.
Great
He's
defense.
denied by Chamberlain.
He's another one. 6'6", 6'7", long arms.
And unfortunately, if Lafayette shoots a 2, he is their best rebounder offensively anyway. And he spikes that. Fairbrother the follow. Chitongo the second follow. Out to Bryant to tie the, not to tie the game, to put us up 2.
Oh, and then he chases down the rebound.
He does. Noah Price was...
And that's massive.
It is. Whananui up 20-18. Price in. And we have a foul here. 14 seconds. So Rams need to be aware of the time and score here.
Yep.
Price, I just saw signaling we need a 2 here. Trying to get it into overtime. Lafayette open.
Oh. Yep.
All right. I think we're back now.
Yep, we're back.
So a small technical issue there. Obviously, this is the first time we've been using the system here. And
we had
batteries. We were looking at all the power switches. Everything seemed plugged in and working. Overtime here, 21-21. First team to score 2 points. Lafayette, a couple of tips. 2 tips, can't make it. Inside to him, and he is fouled. He'll get a chance on the free throw line there. Chitongo.
Yeah.
I don't know if Lafayette even saw him then.
No, he didn't. No, I don't think he wanted any parts of that handshake after getting
Anyway, we'll see. He probably wants to ice the game. Then there might be a handshake then. And that looks a bit short.
Yeah, no. But if we missed the commentating, but Simon did make it 2 to send it into overtime. So overtime rules, first to score 2 points. And there it is
that's the 2 points there is 2020. So we'll get the matchups pretty soon. But Whananui.exe, they go through. Gators go through. They're the 2 teams that were 2-0. And then we'll have UC Maroon and Rams.exe at 1-1.
So they're just working up on the matchups on how we're going. I think they're going by how many points scored. Is that correct?
Yeah, but I would have assumed it would be in the pools as well. Because you don't want to be like, okay, you've just played each other, now you've got a semi-final. So I'm assuming it's going to be Gators.exe against Rams.exe. Gators versus Rams and Whananui versus UC Maroon.
Cool.
And we've just had confirmation that we are correct. That's the matchup. So Gators are out here first.
Yep.
They'll be coming up against Rams.exe. So that's the one where you're like, if you lose the game, you get to play straight away, but then you get the gap before the final if you do win. Obviously, the bad part of that is that you've got to play now and against possibly the best team in the competition, at least historically over the last year or so.
It's a tough turnaround, especially with the way that game ended. Obviously, you wanted to end it pretty quickly. But I think it was going to be tough either way for whoever played. So
yes, no, you're right. And then, I mean, overtime, it's not the same amount of effort as a 5-on-5 game, but it's still hard.
Yeah. And we have Gators warming up, and by the looks of their Rams are just talking over with their two guys that are on their bench.
Yep.
Phoenix and Tane are in the crowd today.
Yes.
Yeah. Phoenix is carrying a little minor ankle injury, so we rested him this week. And Tane, obviously, with the New Zealand camp.
Where is the New Zealand camp?
So Pete Van Hessel is coaching both UC teams here. It's in Auckland, at Bruce Pullman.
Okay.
Yeah, so they have the Tall Blacks 3x3 and the Tall Ferns 3x3. Both teams are prepping for World
the Birmingham. And then
World Cup first, and then Birmingham in September, I believe.
Right.
Yeah, for the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look if we can. I don't know if we can see it. No, I don't think we can. Wanted to see how many 2-point buckets Mashevsky had in that game.
I'm assuming he had.
We think he had
6.
6. Yeah.
And I think he only hit 1 in the second game. Because I thought Gold did a good job defending. We're right in front. He's right in front of us, and he's hit 3 in a row from the same spot, and it's pretty.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they were. Well, he's wearing Steph Curry shoes.
Yep.
They were very much like Steph Curry, just the constant movement, catch the ball, launch it straight away. So referees for the first semi-final, we have Jaden Rosanowski up the top, and then Harry Apes will be down on the baseline. Teams here, we'll just run through the rosters in a moment. So Gators.exe, it's the number 1 seed from what we're calling Pool A.
Yep.
Number 0, Amosa Faitawa Nanai. Number 5, Matt Mashevsky. 10, Joseph Nottenbelt, and number 12, Joshua Nickel.
Yeah, and for Rams.exe is 5, Simon Lafaeli, 3, Noah Price, 13, Peter Maxwell Torpia, and number 9, Caleb Chamberlain. I think...
I can't see Simon, so that's obviously... He's going to be the first sub.
Yep.
Here he comes now.
Yeah,
I'd say it was probably a bit of water because...
Yeah. Got whacked in the face. So here's that flare screen action.
Chamberlain, this is win or go home. And,
despite
Gators, they've been the team to beat most, over the last year and a bit, year of this competition as Maxwell Topia steps out of bounds here. You just have to make a couple of twos.
Yep.
They miss some shots that, they think they're normally going to make. And all of a sudden, you've got a win that, isn't like a massive upset, but that's how you do it.
Yeah.
It's when you relax and think, and that's something that this Gators team never does. They fight the whole way through, and they've had a couple of games where they've got no chance of winning this, the amount of time and what the score is, and then they come back and come up with a miracle. Well, you think will be a miracle win, but it's happened multiple times. Here's Chamberlain. Good movement here. Noah Price, the 2. It was good defense from Gators. Maxwell Topia, fadeaway jump shot.
Probably not the greatest shot,
No, you want a 2 or something going to the rim. And there's Nottenbelt to the rim.
Yep. And just as we say, there's what you want at the rim.
Price throws this one out. Nice job there just to stop. Faitawa Nanai goes past him, and he's able to score pretty easily.
Oh, that's shooting. Great defense.
Yeah, I thought Mashevsky would have shot it anyway. Faitawa Nanai just throws it up. It looked like in the general direction of the hoop. It was not the general direction of the hoop. It was exactly in the middle of the hoop.
Yep. You can't do anything about that. That's great defense. They took away.
And who's this going to be off? I have no idea. Like when the referees point that way.
Yeah, we have no idea. I think that's red. Yep.
It's hard when it's like a defensive rebound. Is it like... It is red, we can tell now. But I know as a referee, I'm pointing this way because that's clearly who it was off. But it's just hard to know which team do you actually mean is going that way when you point it that way. Mashevsky in, takes a bit of contact, and there's going to be the warning. I was like, that's pretty close.
Yep. He can stand there. He just can't defend like he did. Yeah.
You can't go in there, though. It's just like the fact that he landed there after his layup. You're allowed to stay there. And it it's pretty obvious when you're, standing there trying not to not to play defence. Faitawa and I fakes Lafaeli up.
I think Rams can really trouble Gators with their length.
Yes. Now, the main thing they really need to do is find the shooters, Faitawa and I and Mashewski especially. This you don't mind so much.
No.
Like he's a much, like he can hit them obviously, but he's a much bigger threat if he's moving towards the basket.
Yeah.
That was just about on our top plays. Lafaeli there, that's a take foul. And Chamberlain was going for the sub. Lafaeli says, hey, get back out there, mate. You get a rest here, a free throw shot.
Yep.
That's basically a rest, isn't it?
It was a rest.
Nickel hits that one, 7-2 the score. So it feels really close the way the two teams are competing, but 5-point lead for Gators here. Maxwell Topia just in and out.
Just need to make those little ones. I think the fact that Gators have got cheeky ones, they've ticked the score over.
And there's Faitawa and I. So is this going to be a technical foul here? Or is that just...
So stupidly enough, it should be. But it's not Yosef's fault. But I think that's going to carry on there.
Yeah, I think they're just going to say, look, it's a mistake. And here, there's a mistake. Maxwell Topia, you heard him just saying, oh my gosh. And then it gets compounded by Joshua Nickel, who's like, well, yeah, I'll launch a two for you. And then another turnover. And Faitawa and I heard him saying, oh, that's pretty slippery.
Yeah. It's a great box out there by Matt on the bigger...
Yes, Lafaeli.
Yeah.
The rim uses his right hand this time. So 12-2. This is probably the time you want to take a timeout, isn't it?
Yeah. Rams are just struggling to score a little bit here. So...
And there as well, Lafaeli, like that's a shot that he's going to make, 19 out of 20 times. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is the 20th time tonight.
Just looking a little bit tired after that game that they just played. Understandably going into overtime.
And that shot there.
That was tough.
And that was super by Noah Price not to touch the ball there. And this is like basically that same one where the ball just didn't get picked up soon enough. But that's not actually a whistle, is it? You can let it roll and pick it up where you want.
Yeah, you can pick it where you want. Rams actually just a little bit tired after that overtime game.
Yes.
Yeah.
So they're defending the person after they get the ball.
Yeah.
Is it where they pick the ball up, or is it only inside the
only inside the circle.
Right. So if you do let it roll out and then pick it up, you can be defending.
Yeah, you can be defending them as soon as they make a basketball move.
Yeah. No, I was meaning more if say the shot goes in and it bounces and bounces and bounces.
I think they have to gain possession of it.
And then so it's wherever you gain possession, you can't be guarded. Yeah. Obviously, the ball can't somehow spin out and then spin back in without having possession gained.
And there's the pattern.
There's the step back.
17-4,
so it's looking like Gators.EXE is going to make it through into the first final of the 2022 Southern Conference. Noah Price, the bank shot doesn't quite drop. Faitawa and I picks up the rebound.
I just think that extra rest that
I think so too.
Gators had is it really shows with the energy that Gators have brought to the semi-final.
Lafaeli hits that one, 6-17. So this is where you need the comeback to really start. Like you've only got a few possessions where Gators can score.
Oh, and there's an ankle. And they're going to stop. And that's what you don't need.
No, not at all.
Yeah, that looks pretty bad.
And it sounded pretty bad. So not very happy.
No.
His team, they've got their sub-in. They've got Nickel on the court now. So we're just getting a towel just to clean the floor. That's why the game hasn't been restarted straight away.
Towel, I think, to what? And
we've had these paper towels in our kit for 4 years. This is the first time they've been opened. So it's nice to be prepared for
it is.
eventualities.
think Lavery is grabbing some ice.
Yeah, there is an ice machine in here. Oh, it's not even where Nottingbelt fell down. It was that earlier one for Whaitau and I.
Yeah.
Anyway, this is probably good for Rams.exe. Like this is a rest without having a timeout.
Yep.
So 17-6. We've got 4:49 to play here. Semi-final number 1.
We're just holding them.
Is it making sure the bench is ready? I'm assuming. Yes.
Couple stops and a couple twos might be a little bit interesting. Make this game a little bit interesting. Obviously, Gators have lost their spiritual leader in.
Yes, yeah. I think, though, they're up by 11 points. Money should be on them to hang on and win this game here, but, you never know. Great defense here from Mashevsky, sorry. Nickel faking a few times. Drive, spin, and up and under, left hand. Maxwell Topia from the corner for the answer. Does that. 18-8 the score, so a 1 for a 2 is okay, but you can't give up many. There's another one. They don't take a 2 straight away. Maxwell Topia, he's got Chamberlain wide open for 2.
Great pass.
He hits that, so another trade of a 1 for 2, but it's 19-10 now.
Yeah, they just probably want to get a couple more stops.
And Mashevsky to the rim, so it's 20-10. So they've definitely come back a little bit, but
I think
maybe
it's a little bit
too late as they hit another 2. So that's three twos in a row.
3 in a row, yeah. I think it's a little bit too late, and this is to end it. And there's the energy.
Yep, well, I mean, Maxwell Topia won't really know Whaitau and Anai's game. Like, you cannot relax against him. As Mashevsky misses that one, Topia open for 2. Hits that one, so 20-14.
Hit 5 in a row. 4 in a row? Oh, and there's the layup.
There it is, So one little mistake there at the end. So Gators.exe through to the grand final round 1.
Yeah, 21-14. They're going to do it tough, 3 guys. It looks like Nottingbelt is out for the rest of the night.
I mean, he's still sitting down there. I think if he's going to play, we'll see him hop up at some stage during this game.
Yeah.
So second semi-final coming up. UC Maroon, we get to see them in their maroon tops, and they're going up against Whanganui.exe. Referees for this game, it looks like it's going to be Oscar Hooper and Jaden Rosanowski.
I kind of like that maroon look UC got going there.
Yep.
Looks like Queensland.
It does.
Yes. Bit of rugby league.
Yep. So who's the olive team?
Oh, I don't know.
Looks a little bit like the Dallas Cowboys pants.
Dallas Cowboys pants.
Anyway, so teams here. So UC Maroon, they 2-0.
Yep.
No, sorry, 1-1 and Whanganui.exe 2-0. So for UC Maroon, Captain Aiden Tonge, number 13. Chris Tupaia, number 6. Junior DeYoung, number 14. And Nash Biggs is their 4th player. Yeah, he's coming over, number 10 now.
And for Whanganui, we have number 8 with the ball, Sam Bryant. 3, Trey Tioa. Tommy Fairbrothers, number 10. And Carlton Chitonga.
Chitongo.
Yeah, Chitongo was number 11. We'll get it.
Yep, they should keep playing. Yep, the referees have said keep going. Chitongo uses that to his advantage there. The freeze, turn around, look at the score bench, scores the layup, but then Tupaia, the answer 2. UC Maroon up 2-1. Chitongo
trying
in and out there. And here, UC Maroon, they've got him very good at sort of rebound and immediately looking out for a shooter. That was Tupaia, hits his second one there.
Fairbrother with a step back.
And you can see Tonge, as soon as he's getting their rebound, he's looking over to where his players are to see if one of them's open for 2. Definitely a focus of the UC team. Is that how they played at the tertiary?
Yeah, they really focused on that with Chris. Obviously, Junior didn't play. He is carrying an injury, so that hindered their ability. But I thought Jeremy Irvine played well for them. But their engine was Aiden and Chris.
Well, Aiden made the tournament team, didn't he? And Tane from Rams.exe not playing tonight.
No, not playing tonight, but he was in it as well.
And Tonge uses the room, uses the backboard. 2 points is the result there.
We've seen a lot of that at this tournament,
That one there, that looked like that probably was a foul because he was past him, pushing the back. Seth Bryant, great balance to be able to maintain, just not fully crash into those boards. And that's the shot he's hit once or twice tonight, just the dribble out turn from the corner. Chitongo, great defense there. Yeah. Just read. He was there before Tonge could get there, knocked the ball away as well, not just forcing him to change what he wanted to do. And he doubles up on that, hits the 2 as well, 6-5 to score. The Gators versus Whanganui final possibility still.
Yeah, I think that was one of the games last year. We had a
yes, we did.
And
I think Whanganui actually won it.
Yeah. So
testing my memory here a bit.
Yeah, it was so long ago.
Yes.
We've had a lot happen in that, that year.
Kind of surprising when you look back at it, like all the things we've dealt with, that we actually got through all our games here, like as scheduled. The final, when they were going up to Auckland, that didn't happen as scheduled. But down here, the dates and times we said the games were going to be on, they all happened.
They all happened, yeah. We didn't really have a problem down here in Christchurch.
Chitongo, what a drive there. Takes a hit on the head. He'll go to the line to shoot one.
Yeah, really like the way that he's attacked and been aggressive, both offensively and defensively tonight.
Yeah, no, it's hard. I mean, he's obviously, I think he's the shortest player we have here, so really has to use his quickness. And obviously, like, you can create contact. You're just probably not going to get a foul called as well. Like, so it's, it's really hard to score if you're, you've really got to beat people to be able to score at the rim. And Bryant, that looks weird, I'll say. I think he did change the length of his steps, though. Chitongo, you could see him walk in there to Tonge. That basket drops. He will go to the line to shoot one as well.
See that? It was interesting, it was kind of like the same physicality, but Aiden got the foul. And
yeah. No, I think it's because Chitongo was walking into him. It was pretty easy to see that, like if he was stationary or moving sideways or backwards, it would have been fine. But yeah, you're right. It's something where there wasn't a whole lot of contact in the context of the games, but it was easy to see.
Tough step back there from Chitonga.
So 8-8 the score here. Tonge the spin. Tiawa keeps his hand in there. Not quite enough to stop him. And 9-8 the score.
Aiden's moved the old spin baseline. I think he stepped out of bands. Yeah.
Yeah, no basket here.
Yeah.
So 6:33, and Chitongo will head to the bench along with Tonge. Here we are, Nash Biggs. DeYoung open for 2, a little bit too long. Rebounds chased down. Seth Bryant. Who's got more energy, Seth Bryant or Joseph Nottenbelt?
Oh, I'd have to go with Joseph. But Seth's definitely up there. But you got to have one of those energy guys in your team.
Yes, yeah.
When you see these teams that are playing, they have guys that are just super energy, super aggressive. And I think that's what makes Gators so good. They have 4 guys that are just compete.
Yes, yeah, and they can fill different roles throughout the game as well. Like they can be like, they don't even talk about it. They just naturally feel like I'm going to be the attacker. I'm going to be the spacer. I'm going to be, energy and really hustle on defense. And obviously, bits and pieces at different points of the game. Lots of screens there. DeYoung all the way to the rim. Just gets Bryant a little bit too deep. 10-11 though. Whanganui's still up by 1 here.
I think that's the difference there. Seth's not getting into the paint as deep as what Junior and that have been. So see, that's better. Better from him there.
The thing is, he needs to get them moved out of the way so he can finish. Whereas DeYoung and Tonge, we're bigger than you guys. We're just going to get there and then go up. Chitongo, another 2. 14-11 here, so we're looking good for the Whanganui vs Gators final. Nash Biggs misses. Tonge rebound, put back. 14-12 the score now. About halfway through this game. Chitongo, the step back 2, they got tipped. And you heard Tonge saying that. Biggs picks up the rebound, picks up his dribble too early, but finds DeYoung wide open for 2.
Really needed that one.
Yeah, it was
Tied the
unlucky
game.
it missed.
Yeah.
Here's Bryant. See, he's got a nice,
Good first
subtle
step.
change of speed, and that really just throws the defense off.
There's your typical cut, but pull out halfway through.
And Bryant, no one probably cares. Well, he'd like to make it. Everyone wanted a rest here as we have a timeout.
Yeah, I think Aiden Tonge took that timeout for UC Maroon. Much needed one. So
yeah, a good time to take it. They're down by 3 points, 4.5 minutes to go here. Obviously, if you lose this, then you can have a big rest because that's it.
You're it. You can go home. Obviously, both teams competing. You want to make the final because it will go a long way.
It does. The points that get added up at the end, like
I think it's 100 points for first place.
I'll try and bring it up.
Yeah.
And find there was something I had on my mind. Like I need to remember and check out how much you get for each placing that you get.
Yep.
Here we are. De Jong, the ball gets knocked away. It's bounced off someone. I think it came off Chitongo at the end.
They were trying to say it was off the knee.
I think it did come off De Jong, but then I think before it went out of bounds, it might have come off Chitongo.
So we're just finding out. I think it is 100 points.
That's a block was the call there, but not from the referees.
No.
So just opening up the thing. Tonge will be at the line shooting one. So the format of these, and he does hit the basket there. So 15-13. Yeah, so there is 100 points.
Up for grabs.
So then 80 for second place, 70, 60, 50, and 45. So the final two places, 5th and 6th, that'll be based on the number of total points scored. And that'll be Crossover.EXE and UC Gold. And I think it'll be UC Gold scored 4 more points, so they'll have the slight advantage there. Carlton Chitongo all the way to the rim, 17-13 the score.
And there's that strategy of letting the ball just dribble out, that little extra rest.
And you get the full 12 seconds up the top as well and get to run a set here.
Yeah, so those are just veteran plays that, UC know how to run, and they've been doing it for a long time. They got the shot that they wanted, it just didn't drop.
Anyway, Fairbrother, there's that cut. Nice pass over the shoulder from Chitongo. Bryant goes straight at Tonge. He hits there, 18-13. UC Maroon, interestingly enough, is they're down 5, now down 4, but they're going to the rim as opposed to trying to shoot twos to get back in this game. Fairbrother,
great couple
good defense. It was. There we go. And Wharanui's just letting them. Like, we don't mind if you get a 1. They can't afford to do that too much.
They can afford it to do that if they keep scoring.
So the ball's out of bounds there. Pete Van Hessel on the sideline. Trying to draw attention to that.
Yeah. He looks a bit stressed out over there.
There's De Jong. Yeah, well, there won't be much time left, so Tonge needs to shoot pretty quickly.
I think that hit the rim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Biggs open too. Tonge, here we go. We're seeing the effort now from Tonge. Yep. This is why he was
MVP.
Tournament team.
I think that was tipped there by...
Look at that. Look at Tonge just battling inside. So 2-point game now, 16-18. 2:43 to score. Wharanui looking a little bit like their spacing's not quite there. Tonge gets into him.
Great defense from UC. Oh,
here we are. De Jong's open. Just off. And here we go. Seth Bryant. I think he's going to take control here.
Yeah, get one to the hoop. They just need to score. Wharanui just need to get to the rack.
And what a move by Chitongo there. Doesn't quite get the basket to drop.
I feel like they can get a better shot than that, though.
This is what we like, though, the intensity here. There's Tonge. Look at that battle there.
Battle.
Bryant out to Chitongo.
That's a better shot right there.
Just off to the right there. Tonge dribbles out. Gets the foul, gets the bucket. So a chance to tie the game. 1:56. Substitutions coming in.
Pete Van Hessel over there on the other sideline, getting very animated.
Not coaching, no.
Not
I hope
coaching.
I haven't been watching.
No, not coaching.
Like, how hard is it to
it's very hard.
sit? And
yeah, I
like,
just kind of just sit random places. So not tempted to say anything.
Yeah. So here we go. Tie game here. 1 minute 54. So it's a 4-0 run for UC Maroon.
Yeah.
Chitongo, the pull-up jump shot. So 19-18. I think we're going to see Whananui go for a 2 next.
Yep.
See if they can finish this game.
Well, that's
De
big
Jong.
here. Just to get up.
Good box out from
Great
Chitongo.
rebound.
Tiawa gets it. Here's Chitongo. He's open. He's just waiting for Tiawa to clear. Takes the shot to try and win it. Doesn't get it. Doesn't matter. They can still give up a score. And then it's the next 2. Hands right in there. Bryant comes away off the steal. De Jong. Hands on him. Tiawa over to Chitongo.
Oh, he even had time to dribble.
I think he possibly travelled before he dribbled, but it's one of those ones where you just don't expect it to happen. So as a referee,
Here's Aiden
you kind of
doing
stop.
what Aiden does best.
Makes that tie game. 1 minute to play here. Chitongo,
Third
third
chance.
attempt. In and out. Tonj with the rebound here. You saw him looking straight away. Nash Biggs looking to set a screen. De Jong is open for a second. Tiawa, great defense. There's the pass in. Misses. Chitongo knocks it away, but it goes to De Jong for 2. And that hits the game winner there. It was a smart play from Chitongo to knock it out from Tonj, unfortunately for him. Straight to De Jong. Finally, the basket drops.
Yeah.
So UC Maroon will be playing Gators.exe in the final in around about 5 minutes, I think, just to give them a little bit of a rest.
I think that was we almost had those 2 right at the top.
Yep.
At the start of the night. Yeah.
Or just based on the number of players that have been there before and on the roster tonight.
Rams.
Yep.
And
Whananui. Whananui is a younger team, but as they proved last year, they won one of the nights or one of the rounds, sorry, because they were double nights.
So I think the team that finishes third, does it go based on head-to-head, or is it's a points thing? See, these are the things that...
Yeah, that's what I need. I need to ask those questions. Yeah. I'll have them for
normally
next one.
You're pretty good with those.
Yep.
Yeah. So I
no,
think
it is. I think it's their total points in pool play and semi-final, and you ignore the head-to-head.
Okay.
So although Whananui and Rams.exe weren't in the same thing, so they hadn't played each other head-to-head. But
so
if we just look at the points, so Whananui had 21.
Yep.
And can't even see the other
22
game.
They did in their second game.
I didn't write that. Yeah, so they had 43 plus, what do they have in that game?
No,
18? 19.
Yeah.
So 62 points for them. And then Rams.exe, they were 21.
21.
I can't see.
Yeah, no, you haven't written there. They lost 22-21.
That's right. So 42 for them, and then
I think they
didn't get quite as much. Yeah, so they're probably fourth place. Yeah. Should put them on 60 points, only 10 away from third place.
So I think we're going to have a break.
Yeah, there's probably about 4 minutes to go here. UC Maroons down the far end of the court. Just talking about strategy and stuff that they had or that they'll be doing. Gators just getting their warm-up in. Unfortunately for them, it does look like just the 3 players. Joseph Nottenbelt, we can see him sitting on the sideline over beside me, just out of frame of the picture. I'm sure he'll make his way over to the court once the game's getting close to starting. So at least he can give some instructions. Anyway, Josh and I will be back in a couple of minutes. We've just got about probably 4 minutes now before this game tips off. So once both teams are warming up, we'll be back here to continue commentary. Mashevsky, sorry, and number 12, Joshua Nickel, while they'll have Joseph Nottenbell on the bench, so basically a player coach here. And UC Maroon, just winners of that fantastic semi-final. Nash Biggs with the ball into Aiden Tonge, and then we have Chris Tupaya on the outside. Aiden Tonge opens the scoring here, so 1-0 initially, and then Junior DeYoung, their fourth player.
Yep.
On the substitution, behind the substitution bench at the
originally, moment. Joseph wasn't going to sit there. After I said that, he can be an
injured player.
Injured player that can coach.
Yeah.
Whereas he can, call strategies out, timeouts and stuff like that. So.
And good battle there for the ball. Out off Tonge, I think, who, just judging from his face, felt like that there was a bit of contact there, and that's why he couldn't hold on to the ball.
Felt like Matt might have got a touch to it.
Here's Mashevsky in, fends off Biggs, can't make the basket. Tonge over to DeYoung. He flips it around to Biggs from the top. Not in, and Tonge, you heard there the call telling him to go up. Mashevsky, 2, doesn't hit there. Tonge gets the rebound.
Aiden's size and strength is a real asset for UC.
And his energy.
For a big guy, he has great energy.
He does, and it's like Faitawa Nanai is like 100% all the time, just in and out, just doing everything.
Yep.
Tonge is really good at being like, okay, I don't need to go now, but when he goes hard.
Yep.
And he knows the spots where he can maximise what he gets out of that. Nickel, that defence threw him off there a bit. So 3-1 the score here. UC Maroon up early. Biggs, that screen from Tonge just opens up all the space. He battles inside, but there's that energy. Faitawa Nanai and Mashevsky. Long 2 goes down. 3-3 the score.
Yeah. You just can't let him have a look at it a shot.
You think you're there. DeYoung, though, good shooter as well. And I understand, normally you want to have those fouls to get the substitutions in. However, the other team has no subs.
No.
If you can, you know that they're going to be super tired as well.
Yeah, you just kind of want to wear them out because that's just giving them a free break, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not much of one, but
no.
They should have had that talk about, hey, when the ball, how to get those extra seconds. Look at Faitawa Nanai there, tie ball, and this is one of the rules I really like.
Yep. Tie ball goes to defense.
Yep. I'd like to see it, in 5-on-5. You'd have to think about some things like when it's loose ball, when does it change from offense to defense? But
you're rewarding effort for defense.
Mashevsky, Tupaya tried to knock it away, and then there's that. Okay, I've let the guy go. I'm just going to stay and get a wide open 2. Missed it, but that Tonge was there. Only Mashevsky to box him out, and that's an advantage to Tonge.
Yeah, we at Lincoln really worked on transition defense. If teams are going to do that, what are your rotations?
Right.
Sprint out rotations for it. So we really worked on that over a long period. And if you saw our uni games women's team, we didn't give away a lot of easy baskets.
Yes, no, they were very well drilled.
Yeah.
Helps having a Tolford and Lauren Hippolyte in the team as well, but you've got, 5-on-5, you can have one person makes a mistake, there's 4 people who can fix it up. 3-on-3, you've only got 2 other people, and maybe they can't fix it up. It can be
so it's a lot more difficult. And there's Matt's great honesty, saying he tipped the ball. Got a finger to it,
So this final's looking good. 7-7 the score. Great challenge there. Biggs can't get it, but Tonge can get that one.
Yeah, he's really working hard. And like I said, those little ones that UC can get and tick over are real important for the long run. Staying in the game, and then you get 2 points like that. The score keeps ticking over, and scoreboard pressure is important for all sport.
No, you're exactly right there. Here's Faitawa Nanai. So I thought, man, he's looking pretty tired.
Yep.
But then as soon as he gets the ball, bang,
explosive.
He's off and draws the foul on UC Maroon. Only their second team foul. 10-8 the score, 6:41 to play. The clock hasn't started, though.
No.
And Mashevsky launches the 2.
41.
The clock still just The clock's still frozen on 6:41 at the moment, so they'll get that started pretty soon. And there's DeYoung who gets fouled, going to the basket. 10-10 the score.
We just had our man David Huxford remind our school bench staff that the clock needs to go.
And there's Mashevsky from the corner. Great challenge from Tonge, not to foul him as well. 10-10. So it's basically first to 11 now. 6.5 minutes to play. Tonge makes the basket, gets the foul. He will be at the line for one here.
Yeah, see Matt looking over for a sub, and there is none.
Yes. There's a timeout.
Yeah,
you can do that.
So it's just unfortunate that Joseph went down.
Yeah, but it's obviously like we're not the only place in the world that's had injured players. So
of course,
it's I'm sure it's been brought up plenty of times around the world, and just to there was a sounded like a slap on the arm there. Anyway, what is there? 3 seconds on the shot clock here. I think we're going to see a Mashevsky 3.
Yep, and Chris just needs to.
No.
Tough.
Well, he surprised us straight to the rim, so 11-13 the score.
Yeah, and that's actually a good strategy. A lot of players want to shoot the ball. And there's that Faitata now.
Yeah, I mean, he ended up getting it. I thought he should have left it.
Yep.
Just let the shot clock run out because I thought he was going to be too close to the thing. He obviously a bit smarter than me. Biggs, the Dirk Nowitzki one-legged fadeaway, and there's one of those mini rests.
Yeah, strategic, let the ball roll. And there's that timeout. Actually quite smart, I think. You know, they just need to compose themselves, down 3. But then also, you know, it's a bit of a UC kind of look tired as well.
They do, yeah. Like the pros and cons, you get those mini rests, but then obviously it gives them an opportunity sub without fouling anyone.
Yeah. So I'm assuming Maroon would have talked about maybe saving the timeout, you know, not using it if they don't need to. But no, I thought that was smart. Joseph using his leadership there.
Yep.
Oh, great.
Great slip there.
Yeah. It's one of those ghost screens, you know.
Yep. There's Tupai. He doesn't do this often, and he gets pretty obviously fouled there.
I've tried to shoot free throws with that 3x3 ball. It can be kind of a difficult task sometimes.
So Tupai at the line. His team up 14-12. Now 15-12. Waitawan and I, great hands here from Biggs. Nice pass inside.
Yeah.
And Tupai drops that one in 16-12. And Josh Nickel, nice reverse layup.
Josh
he's
is
just saying,
wanting it to
he
roll
is,
out.
He's wanting it. It's
Please
not
roll
his.
out.
Mashevsky hand up against Biggs. There's Tonge though.
Tupai, great hand from Faitata now.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we have to pick an MVP, but assuming UC Maroon wins, I think it's I was going to say it's pretty clear. Like I don't know how much he scored compared to other people, but the number of possessions he's had for his team, and not to mention just the normal leadership. Like he's been the engine that's helped them go, considering the other team without much rest. There they go. They're up 16-13. Green, it's a little bit tougher, because they're such a balanced team, and they just fill different roles as needed. Like from game one, Mashevsky 6 twos, easy MVP, and then it's Joseph Nordenbelt before he got injured.
Josh Nickel, in the semi-final.
And there's Mashevsky, right hand this time, 16-14. Tonge clears it, spins, gets Nickel to jump. Missed that one.
Yeah,
almost ended up being a little bit too easy for him. Here's Mashevsky. Can't get that. Tonge, guess who? Gets the rebound.
Yeah, he is a menace on the boards in this.
And here's Tupai, a little bit short. Mashevsky gets it a little bit late. Waitawan and I. wanted it earlier, all the way to the rim.
Great.
And so Gators straight back in this game.
Yep.
16-15, 4 minutes to go here.
Yeah, they haven't done it with twos. You know, UC doing a great job at taking it away. They've just slowly just built it up and got ones.
And here we go, timeout red. So it's obviously like we don't care if Gators get a rest as well. Like
we need a
we're
rest.
up one. We were up by 3 or 4 points, and we've let them come all the way back into it.
Yeah, we can see Aiden there really sucking at it, getting some big ones in there. He looks like he's worked hard, and Gators actually don't look too bad. You know, only 3 guys, no sub. When I say that, Matt sticks his hands on his head to get some deep breaths.
Fair enough. But yeah, their fitness, like Faitawa Nanai and Mashevsky especially, is pretty impressive.
You know, and to be able to get explosiveness to the hoop.
And nice play there. Nickel just, it's not the sort of play you expect. Just left his man, went to the ball, gets the rebound. He's going to the line for one there, but really smart play there just to get that steal. Tonge, though.
He looks like he's took a big hit. He's down on all fours. Hopefully we get to see what happened there.
Yeah, just taking a moment. I totally missed. You were just watching the...
Yeah, just watching the playback. He got hit in the face. Looked like he got a little nice elbow in the face.
Yeah, he just gave the thumbs up there to Pyre, saying, which means I'm happy to stay in at the moment. Nickel missed that. DeYoung, the nice tip. Tonge, quick pass out to Biggs. Layup goes in, 17-16 the score here. 3:44 to go. Mashevsky driving, can't get past DeYoung, takes the turnaround instead, drops that anyway, 17-17. And Tonge lets that go out of bounds. Gators just asking to have the floor mopped. That's one of the...
That's paper
one of
towels. The 4-year bag of paper towels.
Yeah, well, they've never been open. It's not like they're going to vanish or anything. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, so Hamish is like... Hamish Dale... Yeah. They don't have any subs. I'm not 100% sure there would be any sweat on the floor.
Nope.
And lo and behold, yes, they did just want an extra little rest, and I can't blame them for trying.
No, both teams, I think.
Here we go, Tonge in the short corner.
Oh, great pass.
There's Biggs, good finish there. 18-17, UC Maroon up 1, 3:20 to play here. They're trying to get Mashevsky open. Drives past Tonge. The reverse layup drops. 18-18. First team to 3 now. Biggs challenge at the rim. Gets his own rebound. Fake up. Puts it in. 19-18.
You hear no twos there from someone in the crowd.
Yeah.
Not going to say who. I don't know who it might be, but you know.
Here we go. Tonge over to Nash Biggs. Crossover. And you see there Tonge just trying to seal off the lane. 20-18. Mashevsky's got to stay right here. I think a two's on its way.
Yep.
Just off to the left. Nickel gets it.
Great
nice save.
Yeah.
Faitawa Nanai, the drive. And he did draw in a second defender. Probably should have kicked that out over to Mashevsky.
Yeah, Matt had an open look there.
And there's foul. Yeah. Mashevsky was like, well, if I don't let him go, he's just going to get it and have a layup, and they're on 20, so that'll be game. So let's see what happens here. Tonge gets the ball. There's the flare. DeYoung up and sent back. Faitawa Nanai sends it. Tonge doesn't hit anything. I feel like a shot clock violation should have gone off. That first one definitely didn't hit it. Unfortunately, and the basket drops. An awful lot of contact there. Aiden Tonge, unofficially our pick is the MVP of the round 1 competition. UC Maroon, first place, 100, 3x3.EXE Premier points. Gators.EXE, they get 80 points. And, yeah, it's been a fantastic night here. Yeah. The MVP of the game, we're just giving confirmation to David Huxford, Aiden Tonge.
Yep.
We do get to pick one. We pick one.
So we picked Aiden, number 13. So, yeah, I thought he was the best player on the night. him, and he really was complimented by his two shooters.
Yes.
And then I think Nash Biggs came up pretty
like
big there
he
in the
did.
final. You know, he wasn't.
No, definitely. So thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out with us for almost 2.5 hours here. James Lisserman, Joshua Thompson, we're about to sign off, but we hope you've all enjoyed the games tonight. Please stick around, just watch a couple of the highlights. We're pretty sure that fantastic dunk by Noah Price will make its way in there, and then I believe we're on here next weekend.
Yeah, I think we're both back next week.
Yep, same time, same place. So thank you for joining us, and enjoy these highlights.